Good morning. Hello. Do you know you're in the box?
Who?
Ricky.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey.
Alexa, volume one. Why are you so quiet?
Because it's quiet. You got your music up.
Okay, but usually you're so loud.
Nah, my power went out for no reason.
Oh, there is
Like
a reason. It was raining, you
2,000
said.
people went out in my area with no reason for no reason. It's not storming here.
Oh, really?
That,
It's just
and that's the
was it
second
a, like
time it's
a?
done that in this month. Well, not this month, but in the last 30 days.
What do you think it is?
I don't know, but I'm happy about it because my fan goes off and I wake up. I'm wide awake.
What does the news say that it is?
It didn't say. It just said I got an update and just power out for like 2,000 people.
Yeah, but they're not telling you any reason why.
No, they don't tell me. They don't
Oh,
say
okay.
why. It just says
Did it
out.
take so much work to find out? Good
Yeah, it
morning,
does. Cause I've been all over the
Bella.
place, but they don't tell you. It just says
Ricky, hold
power
on
gonna
a
be out
second. Bella,
for so
fuck
many hours
them.
until it came out earlier.
Hold on, Ricky. You hear me? Fuck them, Bella. What the fuck? And I love you. I love you so much, Bells. You having a good time. You look gorgeous. The weather looks beautiful over there. I love that you were on vacation. Fuck them. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Ricky. What you want? Do you want to come down to Florida so I can give you some electricity?
Who?
Me.
Yeah, but you got plenty of it, but no thanks.
Oh, okay.
It came back on. I mean,
Okay, well, I'm glad that it came back on.
yeah.
You have a generator?
Yeah, but I tried to start the other day for somebody and it didn't start. And I know I didn't mess with it again when I should have, because when the light comes on in the morning, sun comes out, it's gonna be running. It's just
Oh, yeah, because it's
I
hot,
think
right? It's still
I
hot over
think
there, too, right?
filter's clogged because I started up, I sprayed ether into it, and it would fire up for a minute and then it cut off. So I know it's getting fire and I know it's not getting gas. So I figured that filter's probably clogged up. So I'll fix it tomorrow.
Okay, baby. Make sure to
This
do it
shit is
next
not
Friday
gonna
before the
happen.
sun
This shit
comes
is
out.
not gonna happen again. I ain't no way in hell because I run some cords in the house. I have my fan, my TV, whatever.
Well, don't you think you should save your energy on your cell phone, though, too? Just in case of emergencies?
Nah, I got a jump box I can plug it into.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, you can
for
plug your phone into a jump box?
yeah,
I
well,
didn't know
yeah,
that.
well, for the car.
I didn't know that because, when we had a hurricane in Florida, and Florida is free. You could come to Florida whenever the hell you want to. Um, when there was a hurricane over here, like in October, November, I was out of electricity for like a week. And
Damn.
I was in the car charging my phone the whole entire time.
That little jump box that you buy, yeah, they got power. You can plug
I
them into
didn't know
that.
that. I didn't even think of that because my son at the time was in book was deployed, so I didn't know what the hell to do.
And then if they go there, you take the jump box, you plug it in your car, you can charge up there, and then you go back in the house once it's charged up and you got power.
Yeah, Tanika, it was a whole week. I had no electricity. I mean, it was the winter time, so it wasn't that bad because at least it wasn't hot. But I couldn't imagine being without electricity in the summertime, Ricky. That gotta be
Oh,
crazy.
it wasn't hot, but it was just like I said, there's no fan. I can't sleep without a fan.
You can't sleep. You can't sleep without a fan.
No, I wasn't even ready to get in the car and check out. And I was like, somebody might rob my house while I'm gone. So,
Okay. Do you think what you got in there? You got jewels in your house?
no, I don't want nobody in my house.
Oh, wait, you got what you got that they want to steal?
People not have nothing to come in your house no more.
I don't know. I can't remember the last time I heard about somebody robbing anybody. Good morning, Bobby. Thank you, Bob. Oh, Bobby, they're giving it to you. Look, you got a fan.
You don't watch the news.
What?
You don't watch the
Well,
news.
obviously you don't watch it because you don't know why your electricity is off.
No, look, I did research on the internet. That's all I could do, and they don't tell you right. They just tell you it's gonna be off. That's all they said.
Okay. Thank you, Aunt. And thank you, Bobby, for gifting Ricky. He needs it. He needs electricity, so he needs those extra coins.
Yeah, I said.
Why don't you just admit you didn't pay your electric bill?
Oh, it's back on now. I
Okay,
really I
that's
paid
good.
my electric while you trying to start shit.
What? Why I'm starting shit?
I paid my electric bill. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm just fuck. Come on.
I know.
You know
I
I
was
just gotta
fucking
fuck
with
with you.
you.
Huh?
I was fucking with you back.
I
Come
know.
on.
You fuck with me the long way, Ricky.
Yeah. Those cheeks. Well, I ain't starting with you. Gonna get fucked around, get banana.
I know I've been doing good. I haven't had any violations in so long. Thank you, Bobby. So my question of the day is ready.
Listen, I've been up long enough. I'm gonna give you a decent answer. Go ahead. I've been up
You good?
long enough.
Okay,
I can give you a
okay. So
decent
what
answer.
happens? Think about your answer before you say, because that's where you be
I,
getting
I,
caught
I
up.
definitely, I definitely will with you because you don't make me come to the phone and get your ass. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, why? No, never.
But you know how you be setting motherfuckers out.
I do not be setting people up. Shut up.
Oh,
I do
yes, you
not be
do.
setting people up. I am not responsible for what comes out of your mouth.
You're cougar thirsty for blood. Yes, yeah.
I'm thirsty for blood.
Yeah. You be waiting for motherfucker. You got things that
Good. Be scared. Be very afraid.
you got things in your forehead. Don't fuck up, nigga. Don't fuck up, nigga.
I love it. I don't want you to be scared of me, Ricky.
Okay, well, whatever. Go ahead and answer the question so I can go
Well,
ahead.
that's what my question is, right?
Right.
Is what are you working on? So I'm working on my patience. I'm working on my patience. As you know, I have no patience for men, right? I don't have. Good morning, Mick. I don't have any patience for the dumb shit. So when I Google up work, right? Work is the effort to achieve a result. You thinking about it? Thank you, Aunt, for my voices. Like he has to think about it because, like Ricky said before, he answers too quickly and he says the most silliest things, and then start making fun of him because of the silly things that he says. So that's the
Yes.
reason why he's thinking closely. But I mean, working like so work when and this comes up because I was on the phone with a man yesterday because I'm on this dating app again and I'm trying to just trying to have a conversation with somebody. And the guy and this guy he was saying that or this man he was saying that you have to work on relationships. And I am like, I relationships. And I am like, I do not want to work on relationships. Like, I don't want to work. To me, work is hard. Work is not easy. Even when you go to your job, it's hard. You got to wake up early in the morning. You got to get yourself dressed. You got to get yourself mentally prepared to go to work. So, who wants to do that in a relationship? Am I wrong?
Uh, I don't know. I guess it depends on what you want in that relationship.
What do you What do you mean? What do you want in a
because
relationship?
because in a relationship there's give and take, and you gotta learn how to do that first, and that takes work. It takes patience. It takes a lot. I mean, sometimes you want to go left and she wants to go right, so you got bedroom set. I mean, it's just you got to work at it. I mean, it's just not gonna just happen like that. You got to work at it. You got to work at it. I mean, it's just not gonna just happen like that. You got to work at it for it to be successful and be happy. Go ahead. So you got to say I'll eat you up on this one.
No, that just seems like so much work.
Yeah, but I mean that's what it takes. That's if you want to
Okay,
find
so what would
happiness,
be
what it
the end?
takes.
So it says work is the effort to achieve a result. So what is the result? And good morning, Yada.
Happiness,
So you only
trust.
could achieve happiness if you work at it?
Yeah,
That's really
yeah.
it sucks.
It sucks, but it's the truth.
I don't cause you don't have so if you're single, right? Are you trying to say that you can't be happy?
Yeah, you can be happy. I'm saying in a relationship. We're talking about a relationship. We're not talking about just
Okay.
being
Well,
happy
work
in
is work
general.
to me, right? Because the work by definition.
Well, you got to work to be happy if you're single. I mean, it's
You
gonna
get?
just
Do you?
yeah. You ain't gonna be happy just to be happy
Why not?
because
Like I wake
what's
up in
going
the morning and I'm happy. I don't have to work at being happy. I'm just happy.
there you go. Then it works for you.
Do you have to work on being happy? Some
Sometimes I
people, there
mean,
are some people that have to work on being happy. There's some. Well, I don't even think they want to work at it. I think they just enjoy being miserable.
well, see, that's the thing. Nobody technically wants to be miserable. But it's easy to be miserable than it is to be happy because being happy, you have to work at it.
Mm.
It's easy to be miserable.
Is it?
No.
Hmm. I don't think so because you said it's easy to be miserable.
Yeah. Because you're not
Okay.
working for anything. What are you working for? You're not working to be happy.
You're not working to be. Oh, you just said it takes work to be happy.
No.
If you're miserable, is that what you're saying? So if you're a miserable person, because it's easy, so it's easy to be miserable.
Right.
And if you want to be happy, you have to work at ignoring the misery in your life and forcing yourself to be happy.
Pretty much.
Yeah, some people do live in misery. Because there are bad things that happen to me every day, right? But I don't sit there and wallow in it.
That's it.
So,
You
but
can't
to me, if
wallow.
you're wallowing something, it's like you purposely got to think about all the bad things that are going on in your life.
Yeah, but then you have to think about the good things that go on in your life also.
He called you PettyRicky. But that used to be your name, wasn't it? Used to be PettyRicky.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like you have to work on your happiness?
Yeah. Like I said, if you
Hmm.
don't, you're just gonna be. Like I said, if
Hmm.
you don't, you're just gonna be miserable.
So, how do you work on your happiness?
If you want something, you go for it. You work for it.
Are you okay? So, do you want to be happy?
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you do to work on your happiness?
Just set goals and try to achieve them. Once you achieve them, you just set another goal.
I
Just how you
love
go through
that.
life.
That's a great idea. I love that. Okay. So, what goal did you set for yourself?
Nothing. Well, I'm getting ready to go back
That
to
means you're
work.
not working on anything.
I got my surgery coming up on Wednesday,
Right.
and that's one step from towards me going back to work, which is a good thing. And work is a happy place for me because I work with a bunch of people who respect me, who respect me enough to notice when I'm gone.
Oh,
There's a
that's
part
nice.
missing. I mean, I work with actually work with a team,
Mm-hmm.
and well, actually everybody I work with is like a team. But I mean, it's just, I mean, and it's
Do you
always
have to work for them to like you?
no,
Right. Right. That just came naturally because they just like who you are, right?
pretty much
So you don't have to work on that happiness.
no.
Right. Yes, and definitely good luck. Well, I know he's gonna be fine. So so at work, do you enjoy being at work? Is work for you?
Yeah, work is actually work, but I mean, it balances out.
What balances out?
Work. I mean, sometimes work can get hard, but you got support around you. You got people who work with you. Nobody is there to cut your throat or to make this yourself look. I mean, you gonna have that
So for
person
you,
every
work
once in a
is
while, but
easy, right?
huh?
So for you, work is easy.
Yeah,
So you don't have to really work on the relationships that you have with the people at your job.
no, I talk to them
Okay, so
every day.
cool.
I ain't been to
Why do
work
you
in
have to
2 years
work on a relationship with a partner than in a marriage?
because that kind of relationship is different.
Why is it
You,
different?
you, because you expect more from that. That person, the kind of relationship you have with them, is different from the relationship you have with the people at work.
Why is that?
Because you're setting goals with that person you're with. Relationship, you're setting goals.
So every relationship every marriage or relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, there's always a goal.
There's always a goal
Well, why? Why does it have to be a goal? Like
because
what would be an example of a goal?
you just be homeless on the street. Y'all live in cardboard boxes. I mean, you handle goals, and both of y'all could probably. I mean, you
What does
handle
that mean?
goals.
Like a
Somebody might
goal
as
to
well.
pay bills?
The goal is to get what you want in life.
Okay,
To
at this grown ass
because
age, don't we have what we have one in life? Okay, give me an example.
say you want to go on that vacation. You want to go to Bahamas. I mean,
Okay.
that money. I mean, unless you just make it rich. I mean, there's savings you got to do. You got to save that money. So you got to work with that partner. To make it happen. You go, hey, we can do this. You sit down and talk with them. We're gonna do this on this date, and this is the plan. So you have a plan. So this that's life. When you have a partner, you set goals so you can do things to make
So you
that
think more
person
of like a
happy.
monetary thing. You when you think about working, you literally meaning like getting working at money, not like working emotionally or in that way spiritually. You thinking about like
Yeah,
physical, like
monetary. Yeah, I mean, a lot of
because
people
when you're
can
at
work.
work though too, right? Don't you guys work? You go to work at your job to get a paycheck.
Right.
Yeah, but that doesn't change your relationship with your coworkers.
No.
Right. So, but you don't have to work hard to be have
Because
friendships.
they're there for the same reason. They're not there to hang out.
Your coworkers are just there to hang out.
No, so they're not. They're there to get ahead in life. That's why they work.
Right. And so in a relationship, aren't isn't your partner just doing the same thing?
Yeah, but on a different level. With your partner, it's different
No, I'm trying to find out why is it different.
because your goals at work is different from your goals at home.
Why do people at work want to go on vacation
'Cause
to the Bahamas
I don't.
too?
They don't. I don't want to go on vacation with them. I'm just going to go to work. I'm just saying. I don't want to. I don't want to come to my house and eat all the time. But it's not like that. You know,
I know. I mean, I'm just sitting here bantering with you. I don't know why Lebo is so. I bet you Lebo's married and miserable being married. You got a whole bunch of lot to say in there, but about nothing though. Um, I get it. I get it. So I don't want to work. I don't want to work in a relationship. If I want to go to the Bahamas, I'm just gonna go to the Bahamas. I don't feel like I need to sit up and have a plan on. I don't have to work with you and sit down with you and say, let's put our budget together and let's see how we can, figure out how we can go to Bahamas. I'm just like, I want to go to Bahamas. I'm going to fucking Bahamas.
okay, if you
So,
get
and
out
you're in
like
a
that.
marriage, and I'm trying to think of when I was in a marriage, it was the same way too. Like when I was married, it wasn't like me and him both had a discussion about, how we're gonna get to Bahamas. It was just like, hey, you want to go to Bahamas? Yeah, okay, no worries. I'll put it all together, and then I just put it together. Like I didn't put that much thought into it
Well, might be why you not married now.
because I don't want to be.
Okay, and that's probably
Because I don't
why.
want to work. Because I don't want to work at it. Because to me,
Okay, you explained it. There you go.
but it had nothing to do with going to Bahamas.
It ain't got. I mean, I just use
It had
Bahamas as
nothing
an
to do with the
example.
monetary thing of it. You know what I mean? It didn't have nothing to do with money.
It does. Trust me, it does. It just it's
I know
pursuit of
men always think about money. I know men
life
always
is the
got to think about
pursuit of
money.
happiness. That's what life is. I mean, you want
Life is
to
money is happiness.
if you can if that is what you want and if you have everything else you have your kids are raised or you're raising kids you want your kids to have things you want
And you think that material things is what's going to make your kids happy?
it's a plus.
Uh,
Good
Definitely a
morning.
plus.
Good morning, Bobby.
Hey, I just wanted to interject a little bit because I just kind of scrolled through. Whenever I see Ricky live, I like to go in and see what he's
I,
talking about.
I love it.
But I want to interject a little bit about what you're talking about marriage and being single and being happy by yourself.
Hmm.
You're talking about divorce and when you were married, you could plan a trip. I think what Ricky's really trying to say, and I may be speaking for Ricky and I may not be speaking correctly, but
What's up, Bobby?
in marriage, marriage is work. It is work. It is the highest form of
Hmm.
partnership that you could ever have.
Absolutely.
Um, take the financial part out of it. I got cancer. I've had two cancers. I have a heart aneurysm.
Oh,
I
wow.
got a bunch of shit going on. It takes a toll on my husband. He
I
steps
believe
up
it.
every single day. It is hard on him.
Mm.
It takes work for him to lift me, to be a sense of peace for me.
Right.
Um, and it is definitely work. There are
Right.
times that you want to give up on this partnership. It's not about just monetary things. It is about buying homes and setting your financial security.
Right.
But you said, well, I can be happy when I'm single and I could plan trips when I'm divorced. But ultimately, I have a question for you. Why are you on dating apps? What are you looking for?
To fuck.
Are you looking for happiness?
Sorry, I don't mean to be so vulgar. I don't mean to be so vulgar because that's one thing that I can't do by myself. I mean, I can, but it's so much better when you have somebody else to do it with. But and conversation, because I do go on, even with this app, like I go on this app to have conversations with people. I don't want to talk to myself. So not every yeah. So I like to date. I do like to date, and I don't date for an intention of getting married or being in a relationship. I like a nice coffee date so I could sit down with a person and just conversate and just laugh and joke and kiki, just like we do on this
Laugh and
app.
joke and kiki, but you said actually sex, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the main goal. I really want to fuck.
Okay, so doesn't sex take work?
No.
Sex doesn't take work.
Mm, okay, you mean like literally?
Yeah, literally, you have to work at sex. I mean, a man, I don't know how old you are, but in my
I'm
50s,
49.
you're what?
49?
Okay, so 49, not every 49 and above man necessarily, they need work sometimes.
Yes,
We need
yeah,
work.
right. You were so
So
right.
it does take work. It takes
No,
work
no,
to
those
have a
are past. I passed
conversation.
those. Yeah, I could tell. I could tell if their penis don't work or not because you're right. At there's certain age, their testosterone goes down and they have a whole bunch of stuff like that going on. So yeah,
That
all
ain't got
right.
that.
So
That has
it
nothing
does
to do
take
with it.
work to find a man whose penis works. You're absolutely
No, but
right.
no, and I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like
Oh,
work in general. You continue to work and work. In life, you were born into this world. You're not born into this world to stay where you're at. You learn to walk. You learn to
right,
talk.
right.
You learn to achieve things. You should always be a work in progress. So work is
Yes,
something that should
on
never
myself.
stop, period. Never
Right.
stop, period.
Right. So on my quiet time this morning, that's exactly how I even got here. And I was talking about it earlier. I was talking about working on my patience. My
Hmm.
patience. I don't have any because when I'm on this dating app and I'm talking to these men, I really I don't have any patience with them. So they because it's always like the interview questions that they ask, how long you've been single, or why are you single, or how tall are you, or do you know how to cook? And like it's those are like to me, it's just like why does all that stuff matter? So I'm really
Because
I and
maybe
I
they're on it for a different reason.
no,
Maybe they're
yeah,
on it looking for
absolutely.
a relationship,
Yeah,
not just
because
sex.
absolutely. I mean, nobody's on a dating app just for sex. Because then I will go to like Plenty of Fish, or there was a whole bunch of other stuff. So, so these interview questions to me, I call them interview questions because it's like I'm applying for a job. So I guess because I'm not trying to apply for a job, because to me, when you go to a job interview, you're trying to get the job. So to me, sometimes people like fake it till they make it. You could say whatever you want because I'm trying to get this job. I'm trying to get this, and I'm not applying for a job because I could say whatever you want to fit your needs. So if this man wants to get married, of course I could say all the right answers so I could get the job. But doesn't mean when I have this job, I'm able to maintain this job. So I don't
Right.
like
You're
interview
setting yourself
questions.
up for
That's
failure.
called work.
That's called work.
Yeah.
Exactly. But people don't want to work because to me, if you have a conversation with me and in our conversation, you will get all the answers that you would need. I don't. It's like to me, the interview questions are like the quick answers. So let me see if this person fits all fits the check box, fits in all these little categories that I'm looking for. Yes, she's the right age. She doesn't have any kids, or her kids are already grown. She has a great job. Like all the superficial things I fit in a check box, but that doesn't really mean I know how to treat people nicely, or I
Right.
know how to pay a bill, or the certain things that are personality traits you really don't get from a checklist.
Right. So you get the job and you get fired. That's it. So leave that.
Yeah.
And
So that's where
exactly, you get the job and then you end up get fired and you end up wasting your time because all I need to do is have a coffee date with a person, spend time in a conversation with them. I can see, are they nice to the waitress? Are their eyes wandering around? Are they giving a tip? Are they how are they able to laugh and joke at the silly stuff?
But that
But
is true. But at the same time, it takes work because you know what you have to do most importantly in a relationship? And when you're meeting somebody, what takes work is breaking down those barriers, breaking down a person to where they can be vulnerable with you and they can be at a level of intimacy that sex will never be.
Right. I
When
mean,
you
yeah.
break something down
And
and
that's what you're
work at
looking
it,
for. Right.
yeah,
Grand
you
Biscuit
break
said
that down and you become so vulnerable with somebody that they see every flaw in you and they love you in spite of it.
Yeah, I get no. I completely understand.
What up,
You're
DJ
absolutely right.
Honey?
That takes a lot of work and something that somebody will want to have to do. So, if somebody wants a relationship, you absolutely would need to take the work to understand how can you be vulnerable with somebody, how are you able to break down those walls, and you should actually do that work before you even think about getting into a relationship.
But you have to continue to work on that every single day. There are days that I walk in here and I look at my husband and he's out there washing his car and detailing it. And I'm like, why are you doing this shit again? Literally, why are you doing this shit again? And it gets on my nerves. But you work at it. You bypass it, you work at it, you go in and you do something different. So I just think every relationship takes work.
You're absolutely right. Good morning, Chef.
What's going on?
Thank you,
Grand
Bobby
Biscuit.
Yeah,
K.
Chef. You know you in the box.
Yeah, I spoke when I came
I
in.
can't even hear. Is it too early for you in the morning? I know I have a lot of energy in the morning.
No,
I'm
it's not
dropping
too
down
early.
so y'all can speak. Y'all all have a blessed day.
Thank
All
you,
right,
man.
Bobby.
Laying down.
And feel better. Everything's gonna work out. I know it is. Go ahead, Chef. What you were saying, baby?
No, I said I'm laying down. No, I said I've
I know
been
you
up.
later. I don't understand how people be in their bed talking on the damn internet. It's like, get your ass up. It is 5:30 in the morning.
It's
It's
4:32 where I'm at.
morning.
You hear me? It's 4:32 where I'm at.
All right, well, it's still 4:32. Doesn't matter. The roosters are crowing already. Are they, the roosters crow? That's not it. What do roosters
They
do?
they actually cock.
Cock. Ooh.
Yeah,
I
no
like
pun,
that.
no pun intended.
No, I love it. I love. Oh, you just made me happy.
Damn, that's all it took.
That's all it takes. See, easy. It didn't take a lot of work. Was that a lot of work to make me laugh and
Oh man,
smile? Not at all. That was so
somebody
easy.
like I try not to make women laugh, but
Why?
cause then they have expectations of me either cooking or they gonna want some meat. They're
Oh,
not
ooh,
getting
me.
me. You get what?
Keep going. Keep going.
No, so
What? All
I
right,
think
come
it's
on, Mr. Relationship
I think it's
guy.
like three. I think it's like 3.5 weeks ago. This chick was like, "You should be my sugar daddy." I'm
Sugar
like,
daddy.
"Man, yeah." I'm like, "I can't even be your sugar uncle." The fuck I look like? No, listen.
Okay. This is what I understand. I love how you men meet these women that want sugar daddies. Because what grown ass woman wants to take money needs a sugar daddy?
I don't look. Apparently, a lot of them, but
Yeah, but how
the
old
way
is
I'm
she though
saying,
for real, Chef? Like I'm 50 years old. Why would I want a sugar daddy?
you
Like
know
how
what?
old is my sugar daddy? 80?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, see, this is what I found out though. It ain't even about age. It could be younger than you, and I could be your sugar daddy as long as they're giving you sugar. So
What?
yeah, as
No,
long as
that's not.
I'm
That defeats the purpose. So, oh wait, what? That doesn't even make any sense. Isn't a
nah,
sugar
like
daddy a man that's older than you that gives you money?
nah. It's just somebody who give you money. They don't have to be older or younger.
Yeah, I don't think that's what that is.
I'm telling you. Now look,
All right,
usually,
in your situation, was she younger or was she older?
well, she was younger, but
Okay,
not
so
too
then there
much
you go.
younger.
That's the answer right there.
Yeah, but my whole thing is I got kids. Like I can't be
Okay.
nobody's sugar daddy if I'm already a daddy. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's a grown ass age. I think, but I just don't think you should be talking to younger women who want sugar daddies because usually younger women want men who to take care of them.
I think most women want men to take care of them. If I'm being
No, I
honest,
don't think that at all.
not necessarily monetary, but in some way, form, or fashion. I mean,
Hey,
it
but right
makes
now you're
sense.
talking about monetary because you were talking about you got kids and you can't be spending money on a woman when you got kids because you already a daddy.
Exactly.
Right.
They
So
the
we
only
are
one
talking
getting
about
they the
money.
only one getting sugar.
All right, it's too early for you. Good morning, T-Nique. Good morning, Juicy.
Hey, good morning. Good
It's
morning.
never too
Good
early for me.
good morning.
Oh, man, Juicy's up. Tanique can still have up, but she's about to go to bed soon. That's why.
I take my medicine 8 o'clock. You already know the
I
deal.
know. Now I'm starting to know your schedule, Tanique.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wake
Okay,
up at
so
like
in
two
that
o'clock in the morning.
situation, knowing T-Nique's that didn't take any work for me to know that at 8:30 she has to take her medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a relationship that I'm building with T-Nique. I don't have to purposely sit there and like, let me ask T-Nique all these questions about her medical history so I could know about why she, it's like, to me, that's a lot of work to do. And it shouldn't have to be when it shouldn't be work to do that.
Right, when you
I
paying
want to
attention
know
to
everything.
somebody. Yeah.
When you're paying attention to somebody, it shouldn't be work. It should just happen naturally.
Right.
Yep.
Like I heard what you said earlier about the dude said, not knowing what the girl want for her birthday. I hate that too. When I was dating her, I was like, what the hell you mean? You been dating me for 4 years. You should know what I want for birthday.
Yeah, right. Like, really, like 4
Know
years, and you
everything.
don't know what I want to
You
do
don't
for my
know
birthday?
Well, no, it's not even that though, ladies, because within that 4 years, a month or at least 2 weeks prior to my birthday, women always throw hints.
Right.
Right,
Always.
right.
Like, we give little reminders, even
Right.
if it's in a simple text message, like, oh, baby, remember that time? Like, we leave little breadcrumbs, and they still don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to start doing breadcrumbs and then just say exactly what you want. Spell it out, literally.
Yeah, but
Men
sometimes
are not that
Nah, you
smart.
take the fun out of it doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. Look, see, the one thing I need to tell y'all is men are not as smart as you think they are.
Yeah, I know.
Men
I heard that before. Just say what it is you want. I gotta figure it out now, nigga. You should know me. I know what you
You know
want.
what I mean? I can
Well,
sit
look,
there
no.
and spell it
Thanks
out.
for telling me that, Captain Obvious, after the divorce and raising a son for me to find out that men ain't that smart like I think they are.
Yeah, I found that out years ago.
I say men
So
as
he's like, tell us something that we don't know.
as a whole. I'm a Pisces. I pay attention to everything. I just don't care
Oh
what they
my
got to care. I
gosh,
do.
my son's a Pisces.
I don't know what that even
We
means.
don't miss.
Anything.
We don't miss
Okay,
anything.
so let me ask you something, Chef.
Yeah, y'all sure don't.
What does
But her
okay?
birthday.
No, let's see. I like a Pisces, but I think Pisces are very They think that they think they're above everybody else.
Oh come on! Only when I'm cooking.
They're loyal as hell. Don't get me wrong. They're loyal.
You hear me? I said only when I'm cooking. Other than that, nah, not really.
Okay, so you know everything about cooking, but you don't. But you didn't know that women already know that men are dumb and they don't listen.
No. I knew that, but
Oh.
I was raised by a woman and I pay attention to everything, so
Yes,
I kind of was ahead of the curve.
All right. So then, what do you work? So then, what do you? So do you feel like relationships take work?
I mean, if you only get out of it what you invest in it. Unfortunately, most people don't want to invest nothing in it. Everybody want microwave. I don't even like microwave food.
So, okay. So
That is such a chef response.
I mean, I'm being honest though.
Oh
I
my
reheat some
gosh.
water.
so I'm living in an unrealistic world because I don't think that relationships should take work.
I mean, think about it. Even vegetables or fruit, when you harvest them, you don't expect them to be ready the next month. If you do, you're crazy.
When trees in the forest, you have to nurture a tree in the forest for it to grow.
No, but it needs sun.
Well, Mother
air,
Earth. Well,
water.
I mean, technically, yeah, Mother Earth does that naturally. It's not a,
Right.
The creator,
but
right?
it's still, but Mother Earth still does all the work. It is still
Yeah.
work.
Right.
Still
But
work.
Mother Earth is perfect.
I don't even think so. I think it's imperfections in even nature.
The sun is imperfect.
I mean, if you think it's perfect, sustain it long enough, you're gonna see how that works.
And not just that. Look, if the sun was perfect, would our ozone layer keep getting thinner and it keeps getting hotter and
Facts.
hotter every summer?
Facts.
But who did that though? Imperfect man, right?
Still, it's a part of Mother Nature, though, right?
It
Because we
is.
didn't,
It is.
because man didn't nurture it. Mother
Right.
Nature can no longer do its job to protect like it was originally designed to.
Okay,
That's true.
you're right.
Yeah, because of the lack of work incurred for Mother Nature, you see what I'm saying? It is now causing problems. We have the negative effect from it.
Okay, so
Right.
even our environment takes work. Even our okay, I like that.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. So I am living in in an unrealistic world of thinking that relationships don't take work.
You know what's crazy though? Most people live in an unrealistic expectation in most cases.
Well, I would say I think you probably mean that it doesn't have to be hard.
Mm.
It takes work, but it
Yeah, I was
doesn't.
gonna say that too.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
think
Yeah.
have
that's
to
the
be
wrong
hard.
word you were using. Say that too.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
think
have
Yeah.
to
that's the
be
wrong
hard.
word you were using. That's why everybody was like, "Wait a minute, what do you mean work?"
It
And
takes
I think
work.
that's what when I think of work, I always think of
Or
how.
maybe even
Right.
complicated, because some relationships can even just be downright
You know,
complicated.
I hate
And
when
for
people
no
say that.
reason, if you
It's
just pay
complicated.
attention to shit like I've been saying my birthday, what I wanted for my birthday 5 months ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now I got
Yeah.
Tanique, I gotta agree with you. If they've been with you for 4 years and they don't know what you want, that to me is crazy. It's called
Man, I tell you,
catfish.
this dude I was dating, he was like, "Babe, what you want for breakfast?" And I just looked at him like, "Nigga, I've been eating oatmeal for 4 years. I don't even understand why you keep asking me the same question."
Yeah, what? So
It's
Look,
true.
I mean, I
you eat
had a
oatmeal
whole
like
ex call. I had a whole ex cut buddy call me and was like, "What you doing, girl? I need to bring some oatmeal over before I come with the blueberries from Starbucks." He already knew. He remembered from
See,
fucking
yeah.
five
Right.
Hey, look,
years
you
ago.
know why he
Like,
remembered? You know why he
hmm?
remembered? Because he know how to get in.
No, he just
It don't
knows.
have to do with
That's
getting in, but I
attention
just
to
think
you. You know, he paid attention. He still remember
yeah,
that.
paying attention. Right. So so that's not
That ain't
really
the only
work.
thing he remembered.
How
Well,
you know, Chef?
hmm?
I mean, guys pay attention when it's something they did
Well,
not. I'm be honest.
technically, he's right. Maybe that was what made him think and actually retain it more. Some men do get wild in that form.
I mean, us
He
ladies do that, right?
ain't lying.
Don't we do that too, though? Like when we pursuing a man, like if I am pursuing Chef, right? I'm gonna be paying attention to what he likes, so that I'll be like, I don't know what he likes, but I would do things or say things. I will look up Chef jokes, and make up jokes some to make him laugh because I know that his type of humor has to do with cooking all the time. So it's like
Mhm.
so when we and I thought when women do it, I didn't think that men really do that. Do men do that, Chef?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
when he's interested in you, yeah.
Yeah,
So that takes a lot of work, right?
No, not really. To
yeah.
me, it don't.
It takes work, but again, it's not hard work.
It's
I mean,
not
to
hard
me,
work, right? It doesn't have to
I
be
mean, when it's
hard.
somebody you're
Yeah.
interested in, it's not considered. To me, it's not considered as work. It's just what's expected. I would expect you to expect me to care about what you care about if I'm interested in you.
Exactly. Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
But when you
yeah,
start,
and I feel that way too because I feel like if I am, to me, it's like if I like chef jokes and you like chef jokes, it shouldn't be hard to say a chef joke. I wouldn't have to do a whole research on it.
right?
Exactly.
Because to me, that it has to go with compatibility. If you're compatible with somebody, it shouldn't take work.
Well, that's true. I think chemistry play a role as well, though.
What do you mean by chemistry?
I mean, like you meet with somebody, you talk to them, and you can tell when it's a vibe versus not being a vibe. It makes it a whole lot easier for you to talk to them,
If
deal with
what?
them, and
Like
because
being
chemistry,
on the same accord is what he's trying to
right?
say. Like exactly like
Yeah,
you
compatibility.
understand like you just said you understand each other's dark humor type of
Right.
vibe or
Right.
like you see what I'm saying like
Right.
each other's quirkiness. Like it's just a natural thing. It flows together.
Right. To
Is
me,
Right.
what
that
he's
to me that's
saying.
not compatibility. Because when you say, what did you call it, Chef? What was the word?
Chemistry.
Chemistry. Good morning, Solomon. When I hear think of chemistry, I'm thinking of like lust. Like your penis
Oh,
is arising and my pussy's getting wet.
yeah. I don't think that. I don't think that's chemistry. I think
No.
that's exactly what you just said. Is that's lust. That ain't chemistry. So like
Well,
chemistry, you
chemistry
like
to
you
me
don't
is
really
like
have to.
science, right? So that's
You don't
physical.
really have to say anything. It don't even have to be physical though. You can just have a conversation.
Yeah. Okay, or like okay, like those older couples when they tell you the stories about how they can just look at each other and say they can see "I love you" in each other's eye. They don't never have to really say
Okay.
it to each other. That's what
Right.
he's talking about. That kind of chemistry, or
Okay.
like T-Nique said. You know what I'm saying? That type of husband that he's been around you so much, he's gonna automatically know. Hey, when she wakes up, just out of genuine love and care, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna have that oatmeal ready. That's a chemistry vibe.
Right. Okay. Right. Because
It's,
I would.
okay, so it's almost like the next level of paying attention to your significant other.
And it
It's
should.
now a routine. It's something you guys
Okay.
do on a regular basis.
And that shouldn't be
Right.
hard.
I mean,
No,
sometimes it might be at first,
no.
but I don't think it should stay that way though.
Yeah,
Like you learn this
I think
person,
that's
the
the part,
person learn you.
and I think that's the part that people make relationships so complicated. They get used to so much at once. Instead of allowing it to gradually build and a gradual, like everybody just wants to change so quick. And that's
It's all
not what
about
it
them.
takes in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, allow yourself to have your honeymoon phase. Don't rush to go
Hmm.
do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, just allow it to grow. Like he said earlier, you don't plant a tree today and expect it to be full grown in 2 weeks. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and so that and that's what I feel like with dating, right? So in dating, when they get these little interview questions, to me, it's just like they just want to get to the end result. Do you want to be married? You know what I mean? It's like, well, I don't even know if I even like you to be married to you.
Right.
So why you act like I might? No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? So now I can't even have a good conversation with you because I don't want to get married.
Like I literally watched the movie over the weekend. I kid you not, and he proposed to the girl on the brink. Like we was just saying, just because they was vibing by the pool, had a nice little drink. He proposed on the first date, and like I was like, okay, like yeah, you really need to run, girl. Like this
Well,
is
what did
not
she
gonna
say?
end because it was on day number one. He
And what did she
rushed
say
into
to
it. She said yes. You know what I'm saying? Out of nerves and fear.
That's crazy.
Whoa, whoa,
But
whoa. She said,
before she put him out, like she excused herself, and she was like, you know what, I really like it was so exciting in the moment, but she was like,
Right.
this is just too soon, and from that point on, he snapped. The minute she rejected him afterwards,
Oh,
like it
so
wasn't
you
like she lingered
see,
him. Yeah, it wasn't like she lingered him on for days and days. No, she told him immediately. Like maybe even 5 minutes after it came out of his mouth
yeah.
and he snapped. He went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and told her before he left her yard, oh, it says in marriage till do us part. Remember that. And it was like,
What?
oh
Is that a
yeah,
threat? Is that
yeah. You had no business talking to him. Like, oh wow.
Do you think that we get so caught up in the title that we not actually getting to learn, like, because with every title there's job description, right? Or like a title is, if I am a I don't know, a dentist, there's a list of jobs that I have to do as being a dentist, right? I have to learn I have to go to school, I have to do all these responsibilities of being. So you think that we so busy chasing the title that we're not thinking about the responsibilities of that title?
I can agree with that.
yeah, that's true. A lot of times it's true.
So do we want the title, or we want the do you want the title? Because that's why I don't want to. Because to me, that would take work, right? So you have a title. Like if I'm a dentist, it's going to take a lot of work. I don't know why I said dentist. If I'm a dentist, then it's gonna. I have to. There's a whole bunch of work that got to go into being a dentist.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
but you
why I
got
look
you
at
got
the
to put the
prerequisites first and not the title. I'm the opposite. I'm serious because I'm gonna
Prerequisite.
analyze. I analyze everything, so I'm gonna look at the title first. You know what
but
I'm saying? I'm gonna
as
read the
you
duty
should.
description first and be like, do I want to do all this shit? And then
And then I also think
Oh
you
wait.
have to. And I would think so. Okay, so the all titles mean the same thing. So a dentist, I would think, is just a dentist, right?
shit,
I
get to
mean,
reading all that
if his
fine
teeth look
print.
jacked up, he ain't gonna be my dentist.
Right,
her or
but you're so
whatever.
silly. Okay. All right. So you have to have some type of uh I want to say like okay, so this guy that I know, a friend of mine, he was saying that he okay, not even that. You ever see people that be preaching, but when they preach, they're like real angry and they're yelling and they're carrying on and this is like, well, damn, I don't want to go to your church. What kind of preaching that you do? So it's like so for what do you call it? Hey, Jay Walker. Um, So do you think so? Because everybody's definition of marriage is different, right? So if my title is of a wife, right? How do I know that my definition, my jobs, what qualifications or whatever is the same as the other person's?
Well, you don't. Everybody's different, you know.
Right.
Right.
Everybody's raised different on morals on what a wife's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's different. So
So if I'm saying that, okay, well, I hate that because I hate using the what I because that's because all right. So say if chef and I'm sorry I keep on using you, but you're the only man up here. So say
Oh,
you're
you
you're
good. Look
well,
at
okay. So chef, what is your okay, chef? Do you want to get married?
submissive, is that what you about to
Right,
say?
yeah, like submissive. Ugh.
at some point I want to get married again. Yeah,
That's okay. So
but I
what
think I was born to be married though. I don't think I was
you
born
were
to be
born
single.
to be married. What is that?
I don't think I was
You
born
were
to be single.
born to be married. What does that mean?
I know some men like that. They think they have to be. I know this dude. He on marriage number 5. Like he just can't every time I
Ooh, no, I look.
he on marriage number 5. Like he just can't every time
Ooh, no, I
I
look.
look around.
Ooh,
This
no, no,
nigga's
no. I
married. I
can't do
said,
that.
damn. Like you
Marriage
got to
number
be married.
5.
Married number 5. He was
So
like, well,
he just wants the title. He doesn't want the responsibility. I mean, because how you married 5 times?
when I say he can't be by himself, he's like, well, I asked you to marry me between marriage 2 and 3. I said, nigga,
Oh, so Steph, do you see that as what you mean by born? You were born to be married. You mean you weren't born not to be by yourself?
No, no. I think that everybody has a person. I think I have a person, but my whole thing is I'm not going to be married 4 or 5 times. I'm not doing that. Like I might give it one more go and then I'm done. But
I don't want
I can't
how
see
many times you been married?
once.
one more go.
Oh, okay, because you was like one more go, like you
I know.
know.
Nah, because somebody was like,
What number you on?
I'm gonna try
yeah,
again.
somebody told me that this lady was married 5 times. She on marriage number 5. She got 3 different baby daddies, and I'm like, yeah, like you didn't see
All right,
this.
he on
You're
married number
right,
Like,
bro.
5.
yeah, that's
Well,
a
I
lot going.
mean,
That's
that's not too far fetched. Look at the Kardashians. They mama been married 4 to 5 times.
Yeah, but they mama
She been
also.
married so many times, she made one of them, you know what I'm saying, become a
Switch
whole
over,
different
right? Switch
person.
over.
like, isn't that because just chasing the title and not the responsibilities?
I think the responsibility go with the title to me, but that's just how I think. I don't know.
Some
I'm more
people just
I
traditional.
love the
think
fact to
people,
say I'm a
yeah,
wife and I'm a husband. I got a
yeah, I
man.
want to say, I think it's the glorification of it more than the
But
title. It's
to me, it's
right.
not
It's like the
it's not
bragging
a glorified
rights.
thing
I think
though.
it's bragging rights, honestly.
Because to me,
Well, for
I
no,
don't know
for
what you're
some
bragging about.
women,
Because you hear and on this app, I hear it, right? So people will always lead with, "Well, I'm married," or "I've been married for 28 years," or "I've been,"
right?
you know, it's like that's some type of like flex or something because they married.
Exactly. That's what I be
Right. Now
saying.
you see what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
but you
why I
might be
say for
miserable and you're married
some,
for 28 years. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that.
Right.
but for some of them though, they do look at it as bragging rights, or like okay, or what they used to call them back in the day, trophy wives. Like some of them really don't
Ooh,
mind. They have that
mm.
concept that's why they what they tell them marry wealthy. They never told them to marry rich. They told them to marry wealthy in order to be a trophy wife back in the day. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, there are, and it's saying so if you got that generation, imagine what they raised their daughters and their sons to think. So yeah, they're out there.
Mm, it is. Yeah.
I'm
Everybody make
speaking
me
to
smoke
that. I
fake
see you
shit.
down there.
I'm hungry.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I can see the bragging and the trophy wife group. Like they really think that's what is not a title. They just or like the I mean, you guys know what I'm saying. Whoever wrote Scandal, Scandal is a prime example. She never really wanted to be with the president. She just wanted the bragging rights to be the side chick.
And so isn't that the same thing as saying that I was born to be a husband or I was born to be a wife? It's just the title.
I mean, the title without
Mm,
responsibility
Yeah.
to me don't mean anything. If you're not willing to put in the work, then you're wasting your time. And it's work.
I
It's
mean, don't get me
compromise.
wrong,
It's,
it's definitely work. I think every relationship is definitely work. Even in friendships, you got to work on your friendships.
Right.
You
Anything with
know,
shit on the end of it. Absolutely. Yep. Friendships
but I
and
also think it's
any
about
kind of relationship.
reciprocity, though. Like you invest that you put in and expect the same to be
you
reciprocated.
can expect it though.
That,
yeah, see,
that may not
that's why
always
I'm
happen.
happy I retired. I retired. I
Not you retire.
retired.
You retire from
I
Juicy. You
am
retire from relationships.
retired.
You
Yes, I
retire from
am
relationships.
retired. Look, Chef. Just
It
like
sounds
how
like it
when you
sounds
say,
like you
look,
tired. It don't
look,
sound like
when
you
you
retired. It sounds like you
you know how
tired.
you set that timer on the stove, you know what I'm saying, to cook the turkey for Thanksgiving, and when it go ding, everybody's happy. Yeah, when I signed my divorce papers and realized I was free, yeah, my button been said
Not a,
ding.
Yeah,
look,
eyes free.
not as free.
Damn. Don't you
But
locked
Juicy,
up
he's
like
a good
Steve
man.
Like,
Juicy, he's a good man.
eyes free. No,
He's
eyes
free
free.
That's
now.
what I felt like to me too, though, Juicy. I ain't mad at you at all. That's what I felt like too.
Like,
I felt like I was doing a prison bid.
Sealy, I
That's
don't
what I'm
want
just saying.
him.
Silly.
But
Sealy,
not
I
not
don't want him round me no
Nettie,
more.
Nettie.
No, I love my freedom too much. Yes, I was retired.
Yeah, I'm retired from it too. I'm definitely
Really.
retired.
I
But
loved being married. I loved
you love being now. I love being a wife. I love the title of wife. I love being
Wow.
responsible for making sure everything is good, everybody's happy, everybody. But it took a lot of work. So yes,
and it was
when
It probably
happy.
took a lot out of you too.
um, because I'm naturally like this. You know,
What?
I'm naturally a giver. I'm give it. I'm give it to people on this app. I love giving my energy to people. I love taking care of people. I love loving on people.
I'm a nurturer too. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
natural
it's a
nurturer.
nurturer, right?
Man,
And
look, I became a mother
I'm a
of
nurturer of
two.
food.
Look, I became a mother of two. My youngest one just graduated again. I am retired. There is no more grace but for my children on this earth. I'm not nurturing nobody else.
because I think there's a difference of wanting to and having to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Right?
motherhood was exhausted. I like that's what I'm saying. I got a relationship with two little people like myself. You see what I'm saying? I got
Not that
enough
was like
problems on my
yourself.
own. Yes, I see me in my children. Okay, and they
You
grown
know what
now.
though?
Look,
That's true. You
I'm
should
about
see
look
your
like
children.
them kids is about to drive me bats. I ain't got time for no relax. Look, that's the only nurturing I have left to do. Like I have done my job for the earth and Mother Earth. Is two of them, a boy and a girl. I'm done. I tap
Not
out.
you.
Damn it,
Not you again. She
I
said,
can't do it no
don't tag."
more.
She said, "Don't tag me in. Tag somebody else in."
No, yes, please come get him.
So let me. So when I keep on, I'm picking on you today, Chef, because like I said, you're the man up here. So Chef, as a
I'm
husband,
okay with being
though,
picked on.
huh?
I'm okay with being picked on.
Oh, that's good. Some people don't like getting picked on. Ricky doesn't like me picking on him. Um,
Why?
I don't know. I've been told. This, another man told me that I psychoanalyze men.
Yeah, it's okay. As long as you don't get stuck on the psycho part, we good.
I didn't do
Oh,
that.
what? Oh, I'm definitely psycho.
What did he
I
mean by
believe
that
you.
though?
I don't
I
fucking
mean,
know.
look? Did he elaborate on that, or is that just something you know what I'm saying? He pulled out the earth and said.
Because
No, but no.
for me, what I think it is that people tell me information and then I ask questions. I'm not making this shit up over the top of my head. I'm just going with the conversation. So if you're telling me I was born to be, or I was born to be a husband or I was born to be married, I'm going to ask you questions about it. I don't think I'm psychoanalyzing you. I'm just asking you questions about what you said.
I mean, I think most Caribbean men like the structure family
Oh Lord.
thing.
Well, see, and that's why I had to ask. Like, did he elaborate why he said you was psychoanalyzing men, or did he just pull? That sounded like something he pulled out the air.
No. I
No,
mean,
she said
no, it
psychoanalyzing.
wasn't
I
just
didn't
him. A
say
lot of men tell me
psychoanalyzing.
that. A lot of men tell me that I psychoanalyze them. I don't know why
But
they
you
do
said
that. Hmm?
you said psychoanalyzing. I said I don't care about being picked on. That's what I said.
Right,
I
but
didn't. I
people,
didn't say. I didn't say
and
anything about
you didn't say
psychoanalyzing.
it. Right,
I agree. I agree with you. I'm okay with being psychoanalyzed, though. I said that,
right.
but I said as long as so most psychiatrists they need a psychiatrist. So that's why I said as long as it's not psycho. And some of them actually do see psychiatrists, but most of them don't. But after
Mm.
hearing everybody dump off on you,
Is that the reason
Yep.
why you seek psychiatrist? To me, I would think, and Tanique answer me if you could more. To me, I would think, and Tanique answer me if you could more answer this than anybody. But to me, like if I couldn't be a psychologist or I would have to go see if I was a psychologist, I would have to see a psychologist because I am internalizing what people are telling me. So
so
Right.
I'm
you're
feeling their
empath.
pain. So I gotta sit there and so if somebody tells me about their horrible childhood and all the things that they went through in their childhood, I'm feeling their pain. So I have to go to a psychologist to go ahead and release that pain. That this
Right.
means
So
Agreed.
everything to me.
Yeah.
Yep. Or some of them just quit their profession as a whole. They don't even go bother to see
Uh,
one. They'll literally drop out and quit their profession as a
you
whole.
know.
I've
You
had
know
it.
what's
I've done one that way.
you know what's a great example? Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn
Yes.
was the Joker psychiatrist.
You really comparing real life to a fictional character.
Yes, because it's so much truth in the fictional
No,
in
but
both
no, he's
fictional
absolutely
characters.
right though. It can happen in real life. That's what I'm saying. At the age of
That part, yeah.
13, when I realized I made my therapist quit her job, like I stressed her out so bad, it was like, wow. I think that's when I realized that they were just as human as I
Mhm.
was. They have a breaking point too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
right, and they also when I was in school for therapy, they recommended. You know what I'm saying? That was like the first chapter in the book. Therapists needing therapists. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
definitely
Rebecca.
Mhm.
fine.
But do you
Definitely.
think so? And I guess what you were saying, Chef, is it because the psycho part of it? It wasn't because you were psycho and you needed to see a therapist.
I mean, I got a therapist, a psychologist, and psychiatrist. Look,
Right.
but, but I mean, I also been to 2 wars though, so I
Okay.
think I need all that.
No, you're right.
Hmm.
No, you're absolutely
Thank
right.
you for your service, Chef.
And thank you for your service, Chef. Absolutely.
It was an honor and a pleasure until it's time to go, and I got up out of there.
Hmm. Yeah.
All right. So Tanique, do you feel like a psychiatrist needs to go see a psychiatrist to take care of their own trauma or to take care of the trauma that they're receiving from other people?
I
Both.
think both.
Both.
I'm
Yeah.
asking Tanique.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Both. Yeah, absolutely. Because it'll stir up. It'll have a trigger, even though you everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It'll have you all over the place. It,
Mm-hmm.
it, it did with me when I first started doing counseling and stuff. I was like, man, this done brought up something in me. So you find yourself staring off.
Mm,
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
that makes
think when
sense.
you really think about it, doctors and nurses go through the same thing, especially working in ER. That's traumatizing mentally to them too, when they have no choice but to break down. Yeah.
Right. I mean, to see or seeing somebody that's sick and you're trying to help them and you can't really and you don't
Like when
the
they
problem.
when they run into those situations like a car accident or something, and they know they've done like that stuff traumatically messes with them too mentally.
Right.
Like that. That's why, or that's why they have therapists for them. You know what I'm saying, in certain situations. Yeah.
Mm.
I think it's something that
Firefighters.
in your life you need to have a therapist because everybody's going to go through some kind of trauma. Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of common jobs that we don't even think about, and they go through stuff mentally.
Yeah.
EMTs, like imagine being the first person on the scene. Well, chef already know, but you know what I'm saying? Like people like us has never been in that kind of situation. You don't really contemplate that deep.
I
Yeah, but
mean,
it's definitely needed. I encourage it all the time. That people see a therapist. There's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing bad about seeing a therapist. Oh, a lot of men, and a lot of my clients are men because I was in the field of conflict resolution and grief, and so I always had couples, that I would see, and so then the wife always got to drag the man in there because they thought it was a sign of weakness to see a therapist. So it was.
Uh-huh.
but
Hmm.
no, I also I'm also a mailman, so I would say that's a lot of stress too. It can be
That's
at
why I say
times,
everything
I
comes with
think
stress.
everything has stress to it.
but
Life is
but
stressful.
they call it going postal for a reason, but
Ha ha
don't
ha
do
ha.
it.
Jeff, you
It's
got a
not
lot of
worth it.
jokes.
I'm being serious though. But here's the
Yeah,
thing
I
though.
don't know. Like, yeah, he is. My sensei was one back in the day, and we've always had to listen to the story. Like, that's what we talking about back in the days when they was actually carrying people's checks on them in the bag.
Oh
And you
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
believe
because
how many
they're
people would actually be trying to, you know what I'm saying, rob them and stuff.
Rob the
And
mailman, yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
didn't
they'll pull
know
up
that
to
he was a
they'll pull
black
up to the
belt.
truck. Yeah,
Is
Yeah,
that
so
so
they got
that's
stressed.
is that the way you were talking about, Chef? Is that the type of stress that you go through by being a male person?
what well
And I'm
that
saying male
well
person because there are a lot of male women
that's
out there.
also you can call them a carrier. That way you
Okay.
don't have to call them
Well, if I'm
male
thinking of
by the
carrier, I'm
gender.
thinking of a drug smuggler. But then
Ah!
I'm
Well, so well,
also
no, that's more like a courier.
Oh,
But
okay.
Gloria, yeah.
There go your New York self think way of thinking.
wait,
yeah,
wait.
the funny thing is she's not really wrong though. Well, they more like transporter, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The
Right.
Yeah,
little
I'm gonna
people.
say that's more like a
Smuggler.
transporter.
I'm messing
Nah,
with
but
you. I'm
if you
making
can
jokes too, Chef. I'm a
look,
comedian too.
oh, you good. Look, if you carrying mail though, you usually just carrying it from one spot to another spot and then delivering it. But
Well, I think male carriers or male men or male people, but I think it's harder in New York than I think it's like in the South. I've no well, and I might be
why?
because in New York they walk and they don't
They
drive a
walk it.
truck.
They
They have to get out there. They have to walk up into the mailbox. Where I feel like in the
oh,
South, the
it's the
mailboxes are like on the street, so they just
oh
drive
no,
up.
that's not true. It's the same
Yeah,
in
not
both.
all of them.
Yeah,
Well, no,
you got
I
people.
think I understand what she said. But no, when you think about New York, though, Shell, like the majority of their apartments and stuff are tall, high rises.
I mean, you
So
got
like
that
she said, yeah, they
in
got to
every.
get out and go through all those different floors and buildings and
Well,
stuff.
usually,
That's
in there, they usually like a mailbox on the first floor, and they just put in the little slots.
oh,
But
y'all
But
got it
I'm
like
saying
that.
you got those everywhere though, like all over America.
no,
It
yeah. So
depends on
I'm
what
talking
route you're
about
on.
like, so if I'm in a neighborhood, if I'm like in the suburbs, right, in New York,
Mm-hmm.
they park their truck one spot, and then they walk for like 5 or 10 blocks, and then they have to actually go up to the person's house and put it in the mail slot inside their house. Where
Right.
Yeah, it's the
in the
same
South,
thing.
in Georgia, I know their mailboxes are like on the street, so they just drive up to each mailbox and just put it in the slot that's on the street.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of route it is. You got routes that's walking, you got routes that's curbside, you got routes that's business and residential. So
Right.
it could be all in one.
You're
But
right. I get it. I
the
see
more
what you're
time you have, the better. The less walking you probably won't, because
And I'm
there's
for
some you
instance, like
old.
I know in Tennessee, like if you're within city limits, your mailbox cannot be on the street. It has to be like on your fence, on your porch. Like it cannot be on the corner of the street. But now, if you're in the county limits of Knox County, yeah, it doesn't matter. You can have it either way you want, out on the corner of the street or some saying, or on your house. It's
And
crazy, I
give
know.
you a side note, Juicy, because you're in Tennessee. Is your electric out? Because Ricky said his electric was out for no reason.
No, and that's what I was trying to tell him in the comments. I don't think people understand. Car accidents can cause that to happen. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes people can run into the pole and knock that generator loose.
Anyway, that's what
And
I was.
it don't have to be a rain or the squirrels.
Squirrels.
Yeah, the squirrels and the birds get on the wires and peck and gnaw away at them
Right.
too.
Yep.
They
Mm.
can electrocute themselves and make a power outage.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I say. While he was like, "Oh, it ain't raining. It ain't raining." There's other things that can cause a power out, bro.
Right. Right.
Is that how he sounded?
And then when he was like, well, I don't know. It was like, bro, all you got to do is get on their website. I guarantee you somebody has already filed a complaint. They have already warned you on the website that they are aware and they are working on. All you got to do is go on the website and check, bro. If you really want to know why your power was out.
That's what I was asking him too. I'm like, well, didn't you watch the news or try to find out why he was?
Yeah, you did ask him that.
He's a little different. Okay, so my question of the day is work. Effort to achieve a result. Chef.
Hey, I want to tell you why you're making fun of me. I did check the website, all right? So, I don't know who you think you are, but you don't know everything, all right?
Who you talking to like
Just so
that?
you know.
Ricky?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh.
Because you come at me, I'm not even in the room. You said talk running your mouth about how I sounded. Well, I did all the things.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Why you took that
No,
shit?
Oh
my
my gosh. Wow.
I'll catch you in the morning. Come on, let's go.
Why? Oh, you want to argue? You want to argue?
Wow.
That's right. That's right. But I heard you. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Women, you make me
Women
sick.
like what?
You gross. You gross.
Why gross?
So just know that I know that you gross, all right? Just know that. Somebody thinks you're
we
gross.
All right, good. We gross. Good. Remember that we gross.
You have a nice day.
Thanks for noticing.
Yeah, you gross.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you for noticing. It makes me feel like it is 6:11 my time, and thank you for making me feel adorable.
It's your fault you got no
Adorable is
electricity.
wild.
Hey, what was that? What was that?
An angry man.
Well, why is he so angry though?
I don't know. If I knew why there were angry men in the world,
And apparently he don't know me very well because once this app is closed, I ain't even gonna remember who he is enough to care.
I bet you he'll remember you, Juicy. I bet you remember you.
Look, I make him sick enough. I bet you he gonna be in my DMs talking smack.
You know, silly. Yeah, because I think some men like to argue. I think some men, that's how they get their attention. See, to me, that's too much work. To have a conversation with somebody like that's too much work. And
well, silly rabbit tricks is for kids.
You have to use it. Hey, good morning, Lux. I heard your beautiful self in the comments.
Yes, I mean, I'm very opinionated, obviously.
No, that's okay. I listen. There's nothing wrong. That's why we have them, right?
Green
Yes, of
biscuits,
course.
Lux.
Good morning.
She's so sweet. Good morning. So, did you have anything to say, or did you want to? Do you have anything about what? Because my topic is work. What are we working on? An effort to achieve a result. So, if you want to sit and think about it, you can sit and think about it for a little bit. But Chef, I was asking you that. What are you working on?
What I'm working on when? You talking about as the person, as the
Yeah.
community,
Anything. What are you working on?
This what's up? What's up to the panel?
Good morning, frequency.
This I'm in all due respect, I'm not talking about, the topic.
Okay.
This the thing with, us being content creators. Whether it's TikTok or Facebook or YouTube. It's not ours. When we contribute to a conversation, it does not belong to you. It belongs to them. And what I see on YouTube, people who are so-called content, I'm not talking about you, but people who are so-called content creators, and they have people that come on your live and they disagree, and then you ban them, block them, disagree, or that is not what it's about. And what we are doing right now with Real Ground Media, I text Roland Martin, I text Jasmine Crockett. And what's happening right now, it's happening right now on TikTok, it's happening right now on YouTube. If they don't agree with you, what we do, they block them and they ban them, and they try to control the narrative. If you don't agree with me,
Like you're doing right now?
no, I am not doing that because I don't agree with you.
About what?
Nothing. and that, ma'am, that right there,
What?
ma'am, that's the immediate response to to dissent. And I'm trying to get on camera right now, and TikTok will not TikTok
So I'm
when
confused, Frequency, on what the disagreement is about. So
and you're doing it right now. Let me complete my statement. I'm done. I promise you,
He
baby.
wants to be heard.
I'm trying. Yes, exactly. And that's the point.
right, but you can't come here and make a broad statement without
That's the
putting
point. We want to be
specifying
heard.
what the initial
We
is.
want to be heard, and we do not always have to agree with you. That's the
Agree with
point.
what? We didn't. What are you trying to agree with?
So let people listen.
But you haven't. You just got
Listen
up
on
here,
my
Frequency.
listen.
No. You're losing
On
us,
my
sir.
and
Because
you're-
for
you
one,
are- on my
no.
page-
Hold on, baby. Hold on.
on my page.
Are
on
you
my
actually
page, I have-
addressing what we? No.
You
Are
are
you
doing
actually addressing
exactly
what we
what
were
I'm
talking
saying.
about?
Because I don't agree.
And you're doing exactly what we're saying.
Because I don't
Some men
agree.
like
You
to
wanna
argue.
block
This is
and
this
fight.
is it. Exhibit A.
Exactly.
Exactly what he's
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Hold on. No. Poetic. No. Poetic.
Y'all are not
Poetic.
hearing me.
Why do we have to
Please
listen
get
to
up here.
I'm
Poetic.
trolling.
Please. It sounds like no. Poetic.
I
It sounds
cannot
like
even
you
get-
know
I
what's
cannot
going
even-
on.
I got
know what's going
you.
on.
Can I respond?
To what?
Nah, cause you got too big of a dialogue.
If you don't let me.
The question is,
No, let
what are
me.
you working on?
Let me.
Why?
That's the point. Let me respond.
Okay, what
If
are
you
responding
don't
to?
if you
The
do not
question?
agree, let me.
Agree to what? What are you talking about?
To nothing. And that's
I think Poetic
that's-
knows what's going
I
on.
don't think he knows what's going on
that's
either.
where we are losing.
You're losing.
People have
You're
you have
losing.
turned TikTok to an echo chamber of only people who
And
agree
you
with
turn
you.
TikTok into a rant and a rave.
You are losing
Who
it.
is Mr.
Because
No,
you can say anything
Poetic.
on Beyonce's internet at this point, okay?
Who is Mr. Martin? That's what I want to
agree with you. So you
know.
don't, man. Y'all are losing it, man. Welcome to Hitler. Y'all, I don't agree. I don't agree with
I'm
you.
trying to figure out
You're
where this
laughing.
crash out is coming from.
I
Let
mean, this is literally
me
exhibit A of men
respond.
just like to argue.
I don't know.
right
I,
here.
That makes
listen.
want attention. They
No,
just
I
need
don't. I want
attention.
no.
And
It's
I,
mommy-
giving you just want to have something to say, but
I
don't have a
don't
leg
agree
to
with
stand
you.
on.
No,
It's
the
giving
point. I don't. I do
you
not
came up
agree
here to
with
be
you.
argumentative, but you don't have anything to argue
The
about.
point is, I don't agree. I don't agree with you. That's the point.
Agree
But
with
about what
With
though?
Let people
what?
disagree with you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Specify
And then
what you don't
debate them.
agree on.
Who's
Specify
a-
what you don't agree
people.
on.
Oh, you people. Y'all are done.
Okay,
On
Let
which
people
part of
disagree
the
with you and then debate
conversation?
them.
On
Yo,
which
y'all-
part of the
Welcome to Hitler.
conversation?
Let people
On
disagree
which
with
part?
you. Oh my
On
God.
which
But you have to
part?
specify what you're disagreeing on. You're just disagreeing on like thin air at this point.
disagree
Right.
about everything.
Right.
Disagree about everything.
You know what?
Like
I
he can't
don't
even
like
get
it.
to
I
a point
disagree.
of the
On
conversation.
what?
Right. I just disagree.
Right.
But no,
Is
wait,
there a
okay, wait,
specific
no.
thing
Hold on.
or
No, correct me if I'm wrong. But no, correct me if I'm wrong though. When he first got up here, did he or did he not say what he was about to say had nothing to do with our topic?
it had nothing to do with his own topic at this point. He didn't know what he was
Okay,
talking
I
about.
just want to make sure I heard that beginning part right. Because I think he proved his point. It had nothing to do with what we were talking about.
He
But
didn't
he
know
has
what
to
he
be
was
able to
talking about.
disagree about what?
He can't.
Because content creator, the people with content creator, he was all over.
Is he all right?
Yeah, look, I was
He
about
needs
ready
some
to
milk.
ask him. No, I was about ready to ask him how many more shots is
It's
left
a
in his
no.
bottle of Jack Daniels.
It's
I don't
a
think he
no.
was drinking. I just
Good
think
morning.
he
No,
was.
he's trying to get more viewers for Mr. Roland Martin and Jasmine Crockett. That's all. He wanted y'all to follow him to YouTube. Yeah, that's all. I mean, he can't disrupt this panel with the Roland Martin and Jasmine Crockett nonsense. Which I like
Well, no,
Jasmine
he
Crockett,
said
by the way.
he said he can't cut his camera on. Yeah, because you don't have enough followers to cut your camera on.
Was
They
that
got
what
nothing
he
to do
was
with.
mad about because he couldn't put his camera on?
No,
I
no,
guess, but you
Cut his camera.
no.
got
He,
36
He wanted you to
followers.
look him in his face while he
no,
disagreed
he's
with you.
right. But no. He's getting view. All he do he's looking for viewers. He wants y'all to follow him over to YouTube to see Roland Martin. That's all. He's a Mr. Martin fan. He
He
texts
I
wanted
mean,
to
Mr.
get
I
Martin.
already follow Roland Martin and Jasmine
because
Crockett on
I don't.
YouTube.
I don't follow Roland. But I mean, not that. I don't disagree with them at all. I just, No, I'm saying he marketing. He just marketing. He just came on here trying. He had
So
a
you think
marketing
that okay?
concept.
So you think it was like a money grab
It's
type of thing,
really
right? We call it
crazy,
like a
man.
money grab type of
Yeah,
thing.
just
That
trying to
he's
get some,
trying to,
yeah, trying to get some numbers. He probably told them he could bring some numbers to them, and then probably, they said bring them, and we'll do X for you. I don't know. Who knows? That's because
I'm
Oh,
pretty
so
sure.
he definitely didn't read this room
I'm
then.
pretty
no.
sure neither one. I'm pretty sure
I don't
neither
think
one of
he
them
even
actually
read the
know him personally.
comments or anything.
I think they've never met him in his entire life. He haven't had one
That
conversation with either
man
one
is
of
a
them.
little loopy.
he
This
didn't
man.
even have good internet. His Wi-Fi was shady. Didn't you see the little? He only had like 2 bars anyway. And good morning, Poetic, and good morning, Mike. How you
Well,
doing?
good morning, Miss Adrian, and
Come
good morning to the beautiful ladies
on.
attending the live, gentlemen, as you were. Hey, by the way, thank you, you ladies looking so well this morning. I looked up all you ladies' DMs and postings, and I was so turned on.
Poetic already on it.
Do you think that takes work, Poetic, to do that? To reach out to a woman, to pursue a woman, to
Take
do you
what?
consider
Take
that
what?
work?
Does it work for me? Oh, so does it take heart, or does it work for you?
No. What?
What you say?
Does it take work? Does it take work to pursue a
No,
woman?
no, not at all. No, ma'am. It's easier than a walk in the park.
Oh wow, really? Explain.
Yes. Because you just reach, just walking. It's basically what's in visual. Like if I see a woman within my sights, I say, "Good morning, how are you? Good afternoon, or good evening. Do you want to go with me to my hotel?" I don't know.
Poetic, not
What?
what you
Nah,
do.
Wow.
the funny
I
part
No,
about
can't
it,
with him.
he's not playing. He's
He
dead
said, "I
serious.
know
it's,
he not. I know he not." That's the thing. Like,
it's very easy. I don't know what. I don't know what. Then now the response, man, I'd be
You
easy for
gonna
you to
say
handle.
yes or no?
Keep it yes or no. Can you handle yes or no?
It's just a yes or no type of thing.
you
And
know,
then
I don't even
Have
think
a
I would
game
respond.
plan.
I think I might just walk away, Poetic.
and
That's
that's fine.
enough.
If you do,
I'm
I say
okay
thank.
with that.
I say thank you for your time, and go to the next one. Just ladies. It's so many of y'all. It's so many of you ladies within like a arm's reach. It's like
And
it's
there's some
like
women
bumper
that will go for
cars.
that, which is
He
crazy.
said throw it at the wall. Something gonna stick.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. That's it. Yeah.
True.
Hey, and I'm saying my therapist told me. My therapist say, hey, use random women to resolve your issues, and that's what I do. Oh,
I doubt that your therapist
I
told
be
you.
so no. I'm telling you,
Funny, y'all.
I
So
be
wait,
so at
what if
ease.
you found a woman that you really like? Then what?
No, that
Oh,
that
I found that one already. I got that one. I married
You
her.
already got that already. You got his
Yeah, I got
wife.
that one. Yeah. But I need. But see, my therapy says I need additional women to get through the day. So
Lucky, you don't know who Uncle Bernie is?
once I resolve
I've been
I'm at
knowing
ease.
him for
I
years.
don't know why we
I'm at
listen to
ease. Yeah.
crazy
So
man.
What are
I
you
am
looking
done
for in
with
these other
you.
women, though? What are you
Lex
like
don't
searching
know who
for?
Uncle
Why do you
Bernie
feel the
is.
need to have like? Why do you feel the need to turn and burn women? What are you searching for?
because I have
Turn
I have an abuse. I have an issue.
A
I have a substance issue of women. That's my issue. Like
substance issue with
yes,
women.
yes,
An addiction?
Right. So are
yes,
you addicted to women? Like, but like new
yes.
women? Like you don't want to pursue the same woman
I
all the
need it.
time? Like,
It doesn't. And the thing about it is, it's like a junkie. It could be any woman. Like like a junkie can get
It could be
you can get a
any, so
fix.
literally, it could be any
Right.
woman.
A junkie get a fix from anybody in the world. Right. Anybody give a junkie a fix. Any woman give me a fix. Doesn't matter her shape, size, this disability, dysfunction, whatever. Any woman.
no.
Not
Is there limits to
dysfunction.
what any woman means? I mean, because there's some
It could be.
interesting
You
ones
could be
out here.
tainted. You could be tainted, smelling. You could be infectious. Because I got to treat you all. I got to treat all you as though you're infected. So it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So
Huh?
yeah, all women. Like,
Wow.
I can't discriminate. I can't say she's not infected or so everybody's infected. Every woman, you smell, you don't smell. I can't tell it. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I guess I be checking your what is it? Your my chart. We're going straight in for the. I'm going straight in for the fix. I need a fix.
He said he's strapping it up across the board. It don't matter who you
Right.
are.
This
You
means
can
you need a
get
full
on
body
board.
something.
Yeah, I just need a fix. If you smell a little funky that day, it's okay with me.
Junkies. I've never been a drug addict, but I've seen alcoholics, right? I've seen alcoholics like not rubbing alcohol, but they will sit there and drink anything just to get that little fix.
Listerine. Yep. I know what you're
Mouth
talking about.
wash.
The mouthwash.
Exactly.
Mouthwash. I was not alcohol because I think rubbing alcohol was
Exactly.
on a live.
Let's drop it down, y'all. Y'all have a good morning.
No,
All
Bye.
right,
no, you have to
Mike.
answer my question. You gotta ask- the question of the day is work, right? Work is effort to achieve a result. What are you working on?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, I think you should be working on yourself every day.
Mhm.
Like you should try to be a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday.
Right, but what are
So,
you working on?
what am I working on? Myself.
What about yourself?
Just being a better version of myself. Like it's always something about yourself that you can improve.
Like a specific, like to me, I'm working on my patience.
So I'm a procrastinator.
Okay.
So I gotta work on writing my thoughts down and not procrastinating, actually doing it and
Like writing a
in a
list, like
timely
writing a
fashion.
list,
Huh?
like writing a list.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
journaling something. I need to do something because my mind be racing about a lot of stuff, and I need to start writing my thoughts down on paper.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay, see.
You know, Mike, if you are the type of person that needs to like write stuff down like in the moment, you know your phone, like you have like a notes app. So you can just
I
like
know.
quickly just jot it down.
Yeah.
My problem with that, Lux, is that
But
I forget that I put it
it's
in the
something
phone.
about I want to get a journal because it's something about pen and paper and you actually writing it down that
It is.
is almost like
That's
manifesting.
the whole, I journal, so I write
Yeah.
everything. I write, and even if I don't go back to it, this I think, and you and to me, you may like it's something about even though I'm writing it down, and I might not write it. It's something when you write it down, it's like imprinted in your brain. Is that true? It's
Yeah,
literally
they say it's a mental connection between.
some type of mental connection. So you don't have to really go back at it and read it, but it
Right.
still registers.
Yeah. So like that's what I'm working on, Miss.
I love that, Mike. I love
Yeah.
that. You want me to hold you accountable? Because to me, that's real accountability is when you agree with something.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So what would be something that's on your list? Would it be like
I want to start my own business.
okay?
I have a premises of what I want to do, but I need to learn how to write up a business proposal. Then I would like to try to get some grant money to start the business, and I have an idea how I want the business ran. I want it ran through my sons. So that's what I've been thinking about lately.
Right.
But I need to actually start putting my thoughts on paper. Somebody recommended that I use ChatGPT.
I was just going to say
Put
that.
everything down in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will tell me how to start the process or actually achieve the goal I'm trying to reach. So I guess I download the app today and start doing that. But I want to start writing stuff down on paper too, because it's just something about you doing it yourself with pen and paper that
It might.
resonates.
If you have Samsung mic, they also suggest that you use Perplexity, and you get that at a price like I think like $200 for maybe a year.
Mm-hmm.
And Perplexity really takes everything. You put your ideas there. Perplexity will shape it up into a draft and put it into a proposal for you.
Okay, that's an app, Uncle Bonnie.
Yeah, called Perplexity. If you have Samsung,
Okay.
I mean anybody can use it, but Samsung is a discount.
Okay.
So work takes work,
Team
right?
Android. Let's go.
That sounds like a lot of work to do. Like you even you explaining to me is overwhelming me, and I'm not even the one doing it.
Right.
So I think. So do you think that sometimes when we feel like we have to work at something that will and we see how hard it might be, it kind of discourages us to keep on going?
Absolutely. I think people get complacent and it's comfortable for them to live the life that they live in. So when anytime you try something new, it's uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable, right? Starting something new is uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. It's just like exercising. If you're not used to exercising, and when you first start doing it, it's uncomfortable. But then the more consistent you get at exercising, the more comfortable it gets. And then you can, until you start doing something that's more challenging, then it becomes uncomfortable again. So, it is hard starting a process, but the process is the beauty of the goal.
So you don't mind hard work?
Right?
No.
Okay.
I'm
Mike,
the
one more thing.
opposite. I see a lot of work, and I'm just like, well, let me
Yeah,
just
too. I
find a
don't wanna
place to
work hard
start.
at anything. You're absolutely right.
By you being a
Miss Ava,
DMV, Mike,
you're a woman.
by you being in the DMV area, Mike, go to SBA, and they have I think it's once a month.
Right.
Hold on, no,
And
let me explain them. Hold on, Uncle Bernie. So what I mean by that is it's not women do work hard. Women do work hard. I will say that. However, as far as like physical labor and doing things that men do, that is not natural for y'all to do that. Now,
Lucy.
can you do it? Can you do it? Yes, you can. You can do it. However,
Yeah, okay.
I don't think that it's naturally fitting for you all to be doing that.
I'm gonna just disagree.
Okay.
Did he just say that out his mouth? You don't think it's natural for a woman to physically work hard? Is that what you said?
No. Like I said, women will do it. I told the women in general, right? And a lot of women will complain about their job. They don't
Chef, he
necessarily.
doesn't know what I do, does he?
Nope.
So I'm not so speaking from an anecdotal experience. Like I'm talking about in general. Now you might totally enjoy what you do, and that's fine as a woman, right? You might totally enjoy doing it, but in general, if you line up 10 women, maybe 5 or 6 of them say, you know what, I don't like working. I don't like working.
I think that's a generalized statement.
Women like
Nobody
to work.
Yeah,
wants to
absolutely.
work.
He
If I could
moves.
just wake up and be rich, I'm sure everybody would choose that.
Right.
Amen.
So you say that has nothing to do with gender?
No, it
Okay.
doesn't.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me ask another man. Chef, Poetic, do you think that has to do with gender?
I don't think so. Now I'm just gonna give you an example. I ran into a young lady who works the industry, and she took a hit the other day. The guy gave her movie industry money. She didn't check. He gave her $120 was real. The rest of the 20 was movie industry money. Like put movie industry money on you. So she got stuck. But she said, "I'm okay with that." She said, "It's part of the game. I should have checked all the 20s." But she's happy with what she does. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not sure.
You just wanted to say that story. That ain't got nothing to do
I think so.
No. I mean, no. I'm saying she likes her job, and she took a loss. She only got $20 on something. She only gets 240, 250 for it. She only got 220. She only got 120 for it. The rest of it was movie industry money. And she was like, "Hey, it's part of the game. I should have checked the 20s. I didn't."
She
So
should
I
have
told
got
her.
either Cash App or Zelle. Not to cash. You
So,
be all
so
right.
I told her. Well, the problem is, she gets cash up as Zelle, she get taxed for it. That's $600. But I told her to get a cash pen and just start taking dollar bills with the cash pen. I use a cash pen all the time myself.
I'm gonna be honest with you, on the business side, 2.5%, or I think it's like 3.7 now. It's not a lot of money. That's less than taxes.
Well, but she didn't want to be on record. I mean, she's an elite. She's an elite. She's from Colombia. One reason, but she didn't want to be that on record. Because I even asked her one time, because I cashed with somebody, told me she didn't get cash app. But she goes to 7-Eleven. They use some type of money transfer industry at 7-Eleven. I don't know what it is they use. Maybe it's Green Spot or something green. I don't know.
So it sounds like she a scammer. I ain't gonna hold you.
No. Oh no, she ain't scamming. Oh no, she has the Super 8 right now on Route 1 on Baltimore Avenue. Oh, she ain't scamming. Oh no, she live and well and real.
Okay, so does that have to do with her gender? Okay, because that's mean. Because I don't think a man could do the same thing. I guess he can, but it's not as easy.
Oh no, yeah, I've definitely had men say some crazy stuff.
Yeah, men do the same thing also. I mean, men are tricking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not tricky.
Was that what you were talking about, though? Hey,
Yeah.
That's the industry thing. She's
I don't
tricking.
think he was talking about. He was talking about like. Okay, Mike. Was that what you were talking about? Max, Mike.
What Uncle Bernie talking about? No.
Yeah.
No, that's not what Mike was talking
we
about.
completely left.
He went somewhere else. He just wanted to say that story because it was interesting.
He did.
No, Lux, I was asking you, what do you do for work?
A lot of things.
Okay. All right, no problem.
So Juicy naturally works on mechanics. She works on cars.
Yeah, that's why I was just sitting here patiently because
So let's just hypothetically say me and Juicy, we have some of the same things that we do. I work on things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so y'all like working with your hands.
Well, see, okay, yeah, exactly. Like, I find it funny how men can make that comment about women, but like, exactly. For me, I was raised around 16 males. I got 16 male cousins. If y'all think for 1 minute, because that's what, like, why isn't it never brought up to our upbringing? Everybody just stops because we're women. You see what I'm saying? But that's all. No, but hold on.
Not everybody.
Hold on, though, because I say that to say this. Where do y'all think I learned to work on cars from? So, or like a lot of men love to hit us with, oh, well, you got daddy issues. We don't,
Why?
that don't have to be true.
No, not at all.
That don't have to be true.
So what? So
You see what I'm saying?
What?
My whole point is it's the double standard when it comes to a woman and our gender. It baffles me.
Yeah, I really do. I really do have a disdain for when men say, "Oh, it's because you're a woman," or "You can't do that because you're a woman," or "You don't like this because you're a woman." Like, what does that have to do with anything? Why can't it just be a generalized statement of, "I don't want to do that shit"? Okay, like,
Yeah, that's
for
true.
real.
All right, yeah, and I'm cool. I didn't make this statement to be argumentative, right? And it all depends on the individual and how the individual was raised and things of that nature. Just like Juicy said, she was around 16 men. So, of course, a man will show any gender if that gender is willing to learn how to do something. You know.
My mom is the one who taught me how to fix cars and do all that
And
stuff.
that's what I'm trying to say to you, Mike. It's not gender specific. It's just it's a person thing. It's a
I can tell you right
thing.
now, Chef knows how to change oil, change tires, change brakes. But guess what I'm gonna do?
You gonna pay for it?
I'm gonna click on that app.
Yeah.
And they're gonna show up. By the time they finish, it'll be time for me to go to work.
And see,
a chef is naturally, this. I can't believe we even get into this gender bullshit. Why did you do this, Mike? Right,
I'm
so
sorry.
originally, what you were saying was that men because to me, I would think, right, with you starting a business, I believe that
Frequency. Don't be trolling in the comments.
I believe that women are better at starting a business than men are.
I believe that too.
Right.
It's women. Well, I would say women are better, especially when it comes to planning, organizing, and things of that nature. Women are better than men at doing stuff like that.
I feel like it's just the attention to detail thing that kind of like differentiates us.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
So does that mean that we are still not? So does that mean that men can't do that at all?
No, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that men can't do it. It's just that women do it better than men.
I think we do everything better than men.
That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion.
It's a fact, okay? It's a fact. It's not just my opinion.
Wait. I was lost. I was daydreaming. So you think you can cook better than me?
Oh yes.
You think not maybe not
now, Chef. I will say this as a retired one. Yes, I would. Yes, I would, sir.
I don't know, Chef. I feel like I can give you a run for your money.
Yeah, I'm with it. Hey, let me know when we're doing this.
All right,
we can do that at the same time.
Let's have a cook-off.
Cook-off on the internet. Who's gonna be the taste tester?
Right.
We got to work on that kinks out. We'll work on those kinks out later.
Who's gonna work it out, Mike? Because he's gonna be writing it all down.
Right. We're gonna help him on that part.
No, but thank you, Mike, for sharing that with us. I honestly, that's something at least you know what you need to work on.
That sounds like a good meetup, though. Meetup cook-off.
Why not? I mean, yeah, it should be. Chef, where are you located?
Houston. Not hard to find.
Okay, everybody in Houston.
I don't know with the way the Orange Man is going. I don't think I need to be tap dancing around in Texas right now. I think I'm kind of safe. Look, I think I'm kind of safe up here in Knoxville right now. He ain't did nothing in Knoxville yet, so I think I'm gonna stay right here. I don't know about Texas.
He didn't. So listen. The one thing I say about our governor is he not listening to nobody, not even Orange Man. He doing what he doing.
Well, is that always a good thing?
I mean, it's not always a good thing, but it's not always a bad thing either.
So. Good morning, Slayer.
Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, which part of Texas?
Good morning, Auntie. I was trying to be respectful.
You might have. Well, we might have to work them kinks out. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Now you good. I was thinking more Fort Worth because
you got me staring at the twins.
Yeah, I ain't trying to play around.
That's what brings the boys to the yard.
I know, Adrian. You low-key look like my mom. Like, for real. You remind me of my mom.
That might be your auntie.
I know, for real. Like, if I showed y'all a picture, like, you look like my mom.
Do it? I think you said that to me before, too. Okay. A lot of people keep telling me I love it. I love it. I love being everybody. I love being motherly. I guess that's what they call me. Men call me motherly. I can't stand it. But
Like y'all have the same hair, y'all like the same color, like y'all just look like my mom. Like you could be her
that's
sister.
a compliment. I hope it's a compliment because some
Oh
people.
yeah, I love my mama. My
don't
mom
like
is
their moms.
beautiful. I love my mama.
Okay, I think we all should love our mamas. I think a lot of these men who got problems don't love their mama, and that's the reason why they act like that. Exactly like that man who just came up here. And
Or maybe they love their mother too much.
Or maybe they love their mother too much.
Nah, if they love their mom too much, they're gonna be acting like that.
No, there's such thing as a mama's boy.
Right, they're fighting.
Oh yeah, and they can have some serious mental problems when it comes to their mom. So yeah, no, we can't say that.
Right.
So that's
definitely
too much.
Yeah, some of them men be in love with their mama. So I mean, look at Diddy. The man kisses his mama in the mouth.
Yeah, listen, I'm not just to take.
That's too far.
Take the Diddy, because down south everybody kiss their mama and their grandma in the mouth. It's a southern thing. It ain't got nothing to do with.
I don't know. I'm from Tennessee. No.
My family's from the south,
from
and we don't do that.
Yes, I've been in Tennessee all my life, and my son better not. Hey, my son better hit my cheek before he ever think about kissing me in my mouth like he my man.
I think that's a little weird.
Oh no, not like he your man. That's not the same thing. I'm talking about like.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, so you haven't seen the video. No, Diddy has literally Diddy has literally kissed his mother as if that's his woman. Level of a mama's boy, yes.
That's crazy.
A mama's boy, because I mean, my kids are
that's
mama's
not
boy.
A mama's
They
boy.
never did kiss me in my mouth.
I mean, but there's levels to like mama's boy. There's loving your mom, doing things for your mom, taking care of your mom. But the ones that go to like the extreme, like that's.
And there's a word for it. I can't think. Yeah, it's a word for the ones that go to the extreme. No, it's called something else. But it's okay. It's almost like a boyfriend complex. Where the son is actually okay with being treated like his mother's boyfriend.
The Oedipus.
There's a word for that.
Oedipus.
Oh man, I
think that's it.
Yeah, I mean, because I slept with my stepmother, right? So I had an Oedipus complex with my stepmother.
That's just
poetic.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go again.
Okay, but there's a difference. Were you a teenager and sleeping with your stepmother, or were you an adult sleeping with your stepmother? There's a difference.
I was. What happened is she caught my father sleeping with another woman, so she wanted me to be the sounding board. So I slept with her.
Did you do it?
How old were you though?
Did you do it?
You sound like a movie. Like
I was 22 years old when I started, and
I slept with her. You was an adult.
I slept with her until she was 83. She passed away at 83.
You slept with her until she was 83?
Oh my God.
Poetic, can you just go ahead and document your life and make it a movie so I can watch it? Because this is crazy.
No.
This is diabolical.
It ended up being an Oedipus complex. I mean, like, I was glad she came to me because I was really attracted to her. I didn't realize I was attracted to her until she came to me. She said, Bartholomew, I want you to make me scream like I heard your father make that woman scream. And I tried making a scream. I made a whisper. I could never make a scream.
Whisper is crazy.
Yeah, she would do like little whispers. She would like, that's it. But I could never get her. I wanted her to really go, that's it. But she never did it. So
yeah.
It was always a whisper. Yeah.
Okay. Wait. You be early in the morning, be on 10, just as much as I do. So you had to work on it. So my question of the day is work, effort to achieve a result. So with your stepmother, did you have to work to achieve the right results?
No, because she came to me. I mean, I've always liked her. I guess her name. I won't say her name in case anybody's listening. But I was really
funny.
Yeah, her name was Tabitha. But Tabitha came to me and said, "Hey,
Tabitha."
Tabitha, yeah. Old Christian, old biblical name, Tabitha, yeah. Yeah, Tabitha was something.
Tabitha was not in the Bible.
Yes, it was. I think. What they said it was. I don't know. I don't read the Bible. They said it was. I just see words. You tell me anything, I believe it.
And like you think you could tell us anything, and we believe it.
No, I'm saying no. I mean, hey, that's the way the world is. But Tabitha, Tabitha was. I'm telling you, Tabitha was stunning. Oh, she was stunning. Ooh, man, until she, she was something.
She was in the grave. All right.
I am so done with poetic.
In fact, I'm gonna tell you, I still have such a great love for her. I have her ashes right now sitting in my house. Yeah, I have my
Oh
mother's,
my
my
I don't want to know
gosh.
what to
stepmother's,
do with those
my
ashes.
father, and my stepfather's ashes. They all
Right,
sit
what
right in
does
my
it
house.
do with it? Right.
I'm supposed to. Well, I'm supposed to take them to the burial site, the family burial site, but I haven't done that yet.
Well, how long ago was that? How long have you been having them in your?
Oh man! So the last one I collected my mother's that was 2021. So she's the last one I collected. But so and I'm supposed to take them down, but I gotta find
Can
somebody.
we
I'm too old.
burning them at this point?
I'm not digging a hole in the family plot.
I
They want me to.
just I
Somebody got to dig
just
a hole
come
in the
up
family plot
here
and
to
drop it in the
tell
plot.
y'all that I know this man and he's just so funny. And if y'all see him believe anything that he be saying, it just
Yeah.
be so
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
Like
we know he ain't
We know, Dory.
he
serious.
is so
We know
serious.
poetic.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not.
why he Uncle Bernie
He
Mac
talks with the
round here.
conviction. He talks with authority. He talks
Uncle
with.
Bernie know he just be
But
talking
yeah. So,
shit.
I think
Uncle.
Terry was Oedipus complex. So yeah, but and some men, quite a few men do have that. Now, I thought Puffy had like a love hate thing with his mom, and I don't know Puffy at all, but I thought it was a love. I thought because one time he slapped his mom.
Not you don't know him at all. Well, don't
Yeah.
separate yourself now.
Hey, look, hey, chef. I tried to get one of those robes, but they would never let me stay at the party.
Again, like we
That might be
said,
a good thing. That might be a
like
good
we
thing.
said, there's levels to being a mama's boy. Like we said, there's levels.
So, Adrian,
And
to come back full
yes,
circle to your question,
Mama issues.
what are we working on, right?
Yes.
Me personally, I'm working towards retirement. I'm tired. Everything I do now, it has to have a reason. It has to make money. It has to benefit me for when I retire. And I only want to work until I'm 50. And that's it.
I love that. So do you
52
feel
is going to
that's
be the
what's up.
latest.
I love that because you
I
have
like
a
that
goal. Like
too.
Mike was saying, you have a goal, so you're working on that goal of retirement.
Everything I
love that.
do right now is geared towards retirement.
And do you feel that that is work for you? Do you feel like that's hard?
It is because I be tired.
Right.
But I know eventually I'm not going to have to work for nobody. I'm not going to have to clock in, clock out, ask for no vacation days. I'm going to be able to do what I want to do. So I'm putting in the hard work now so I can relax when it's time.
I love that. So the hard work is always worth it in the end.
Yeah, for sure.
So when I was and I always think about relationships, right? Too. So that means does hard work in a relationship mean it's going to work out in the end?
I hope
I
so.
think you should do smart work. Because I'm be honest with you, when I was in the military, I worked hard. But then until I figured that out, if you know more, you don't have to do more.
Yeah, they
What is
said be
it?
smart or strong.
What is a saying? Was it work smarter, not harder?
Mm-hmm.
Both of y'all, y'all gonna live a right life, a long life. Okay, so work smarter, not harder, right, T-Nique? So in relationships, do you have to work smarter? How do you work smarter in a relationship?
I would say if you know something is triggering to your person, just don't do that. That's working smarter, not harder. If you know that bothers them, then just don't do it. Or if they've addressed something, and then try to like actively listen and make that change. Or smarter, not harder. Or like if your person's had a long day, they usually cook the meals or whatever. And like maybe it's their turn to cook tonight. Babe, you had a long day. Let me do this for you. I know you had a long day. I know it's your turn to cook, but you know what? I don't want to cook either. Let's go out to eat. Problem
Right,
solved. So
right.
it's just, yeah, there's ways. It just depends on the situation, I suppose.
And because when I think of harder, I always think of doing something that you don't want to do. That's what makes it hard.
No, there's a lot of things I don't want to do. Even in a relationship, I'm like, bro, I don't feel like doing that, but okay.
Or like going to work every day. I don't want to go to work every day, but I have to go to work so I can get paid and get a paycheck.
You are
Right,
so
because we
right.
can't be out here with like no money, no stability.
Yeah, I got a
Right,
conversation with
exactly.
myself every day. Do I really want to do this today? And at the end of the day,
Right.
I'm like, yeah.
So,
But see, but having a career, right? If I decide today that I don't want to go to work, guess what? I have multiple vacation days I can use and I would still get paid. So it just depends. It just depends on what I want to do that day.
right, and that's because you put yourself in so that wouldn't be working harder, right? If it's something that you enjoy doing, because
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy what I do, but Lord, I be tired.
I get it. No, I completely get it. But I don't know. No, I get it. No, and I brought this up because I'm on this dating app, right? And I was talking to a guy on the app, and he was saying that all relationships take work, right? So I was trying to find out what exactly do you mean by work, and he was saying that he's like, well, if it's my birthday, if it's your birthday, I'm going to ask you questions about, okay, do you want to go out to eat? Do you want to get a present? Do you want to stay home? And and trying to figure out that's what he considered work in a relationship, trying
That's
to figure out
work.
what your partner wants for their birthday.
That's not work.
I didn't think that was work either.
So work, okay, same situation. It's your birthday, right? The work is not asking you today what you want to do for your birthday. The work would have came before your birthday, me figuring out what you like and me taking the initiative to make sure that your birthday has already been planned and special. That's
Right.
work. Not asking you what you want to do today or where do you want to go, where you want to go to eat. The work is me getting to know what you like as a person all the way up until your birthday and making that the priority. Like
Right.
that's the work. I
Right.
think
Because
he's
it wouldn't be
confused.
work.
Being proactive, minimize your work. Right? Be
Exactly.
proactive. Good
Yeah.
job, Lux.
So look,
Exactly.
you should get an A+.
Yes, she does.
He gonna get your gold star too.
Well, even her plan, like to retire at 50, that's a great plan.
That's a plan, right? And it's just
I'm not
like
gonna
she
lie
just
to you.
woke up today and said, I'm going to retire tomorrow, right?
Hey,
She's
my
gonna.
plan
It's
is
progression,
to
just like
retire
with
before
relationship.
50.
It's a progression of working at it. And yeah, effective communication, right, T-Nique? It's just a progression of things. You can't just say it's gonna happen today, and it's gonna and then it happens today. You have to. That's working. It's like you said. It's the progression of it. It's not just happening overnight. And I feel like sometimes people just want shit to happen overnight. They just want to happen the quick fix.
Yeah,
And
but
the
I
good thing
want to be
about it is that,
intentional.
and the good thing about it, she gives herself a cushion. So I'm the great. That's what Chef is saying. She may retire before 50, but she's giving herself a cushion. Like 50 is my end game, And so,
Go right.
and to do that again, it's that's being proactive in the things that that you're pursuing. And I think that's most important. And that minimizes work. The other thing too, I think we talk about working in relationships, and she made a little point toward it. But people look at the wrong aspect because usually it should be a pleasure to do something for your significant other.
Right.
So work should not be the issue. Like it should be the pleasure because you're gonna shape it so the pleasure is for the both of you. Like you're not just saying, and it may not be something you want to do either. But the pleasure is to see her, as in the case of man and woman, to enjoy herself. That's why I think it is that.
Because like you said, if you like your job, you shouldn't consider it as like, oh, I gotta go to work, right? So if you like your spouse, it shouldn't be like, oh, I gotta be married to this person.
Right.
I gotta
What a
figure out
chore.
what this
What a
person wants for
chore.
our birthday. It shouldn't be considered work. Because but work shouldn't be considered like a hard thing, right? I see work as like a negative word, like work. But work really it shouldn't be a negative word if you enjoy doing it.
And if it become negative, start stealing from your job and make it better for you.
Wow. But look, if you're not happy where you work at,
Shut up.
wait 2 weeks, and you'll feel a whole lot better in 2 weeks, guaranteed.
Well, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Is it? Do you think it's work to make somebody laugh? Poetic.
He's just good at it. This is like a natural thing for him.
It's
No, I mean,
natural.
no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you. I think what work is. The funny thing about work for me is crowds. Crowds work for me. I do not like to be in crowds.
Why?
Crowd. That's my nemesis. Crowds.
It's not a crowd. There's 28 people in
Oh,
here.
that's when his anxiety kicks in.
Right, yeah, it does.
It's my
It does.
anxiety. Yeah.
Poetic, is this not a crowd? There's like over 20 something people in here.
Yeah, but it's a digital crowd. But I'm talking about.
Yeah, he can't physically see
crowd.
him.
Yeah,
Okay.
like in a room. If I'm in a room like an actual room, like let's say an event. Like I do certain things at events. I have to be near a door. My chair has to face the door, or I have to be like close to the bathroom. Between the door and the bathroom.
Imagine them naked.
Right. Yeah. I do all the time. Oh, yeah. I'm asking all the women naked. That's not a problem.
Oh,
It's
the
just
other people
it's
naked.
just
I thought you wanted
yeah.
us to
Hey,
be
Jeff.
like poetic naked.
From the time I walk in the room, I be looking at all the women be nude. That's not the issue. It's just the volume.
No, because I've been out with
Hey,
poetic
Chef,
before.
it's too many new bodies.
As sociable as he is on this internet, I have been out with poetic, and he exactly is like that. He's very like always looking over his shoulder. He knows where all the exit signs. He likes to sit back and just watch everybody. He's
Does that mean he got mob
sociable
ties?
as he said he is on
Nah,
his
stop.
internet. What did you say, Chef?
I said, does that mean he got mob ties?
So okay, so keep on going back to you, Chef. You have plenty of time to think about this, Chef. What are you working
Oh,
on?
I already answered in the comments like a long time ago.
That was in the comments. I didn't hear you.
I'm working on traveling more.
Okay.
What?
That's my son. He's laying next to me.
Oh,
You bothering him, Daddy? Why you talk? Why you? He's trying to sleep.
That sounds like a personal problem.
With him? No, it's your personal problem. Why he ain't in his bed?
Exactly. The funny thing is, he started off in his bed and somehow ended up in my
Because that's
bed.
what boys, and that's the thing about boys,
How old
little
is he?
boys. They're the most
Hey,
lovingest, cozy. I think boys are more lovable than little girls are. They just so nurturing. And I think a lot of times when I see with the men on this app is like if they don't got that nurturing when they're younger, I think that's the reason why they grow up to be so angry when they get older. They need that
yeah,
nurturing.
I don't know. I got both from I got it from both of mine, my daughter and my son. It just depended on, you know what I'm saying, how they was feeling at the time. But they
they
was
couldn't
both
get
some
enough of you, huh?
cuddlers. Man, still can't now. My son still call me to this day, and he'll tell anybody, man, you better not say nothing out the way to my mama. Oh yeah, he
Were they
overprotective.
breastfed?
He was. His sister wasn't.
No, no, I'm going somewhere with this. It's not just random because they
And
said those who are breastfed are more close to their mother than that. Now they could be a lie. I don't know, but
I think it's a lie.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
so. I wasn't
I think
breastfed,
that's
and
what
I
they
was raised
call
by a single
a
father.
And I would
I think that's
well,
what they
he
call an
could never
old wives'
breastfeed you. That's for
tale.
sure.
Yeah, and
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying. I think that's what they call an old wives' tale.
yeah,
That
no
don't
lie.
even really.
To
yeah, I
make
don't think that's a
Yeah.
thing.
you know what I mean? To make you have that. Because I mean, at the end of the day, breast milk is the best. It's supposed to be the best milk for a child, right? So I think
Right, because I feel
it's like
like,
an encouragement for you to do that.
I
I
mean,
don't
the
know.
connection is already there because they've carried you in their body. You know what
Right.
I mean? So what the breastfeeding is that a thing? I don't think so.
Yeah, and I was like, plus too, a lot of people don't understand. I went through postpartum depression with my daughter, so the first 9 months of her life, her daddy took care of her. I barely held her or touched her.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
that,
now she's 19 and she can't, like, oh gosh, that's the one that's gonna stay in my pockets. That's the one that's gonna stay in my pockets forever.
right. So I don't think it's just how you it's how you really take care. I don't think it has to do it like you said biologically. But then I know mothers, right? That especially I've seen more now than I did maybe back in the days. But I see a lot of mothers who really don't have that motherly instinct in them.
Mm-hmm.
Do ladies have seen that like so like with my son's my grandson, she doesn't have a motherly instinct in her at all. Like my son is a full time dad, so and she's just like she wants to just do her own thing. Like she just doesn't have that motherly instinct that.
Yeah.
So it's not natural to every woman to be that way.
My oldest sister's the same way. All four of her kids, she has never raised them past the age of 2. She's given them up after the age of 2 years, before 2 years old.
Right.
Yep.
So I don't think it's a natural thing. Okay, so Chef, you are working on vacationing more. How are you working on it?
I don't know. I'm talking about traveling in general, not just
Traveling.
vacation. Traveling for pay. Travel for pay, even more so.
Well, can't you be like a traveling chef, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
I had a date with a guy. Oh, I was in the dating app. He told me he was a traveling chef. Come to find out, he was working at the carnival.
I mean, is that not traveling? And chefing?
That's traveling. You on the ship.
Okay. And
No.
wait. In his defense, he did not clarify that he was a chef of deep fried desserts. Okay.
I mean, is funnel cakes not
No,
chefing?
no, no.
No, really, they not.
Yeah, but like,
I
what I'm
That's
mean,
like
saying,
if
the
you're doing it
most
from
basic
scratch,
thing
maybe,
you could have
but
traveling
made.
chef. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like his excuses for not being able to have a date with me was because he was a traveling chef, right? So then finally, the
wait, what?
carnival was in my town, and he wanted me. And then that's when it came out that he was, that he worked at the carnival, or so that's when I'm like,
I mean, but
oh,
I
that's
didn't
low-key
know
kind of
deep.
cool, though.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
know deep frying corn dogs made you a chef either, bro. I did not know that either. But hey, with the way they rewording things in 2025, he's a chef. He's a chef.
He's a traveling culinary artist.
Oh, they're even better. Even a better title. So
Listen.
let me ask you, chef. Since you're a chef, do you consider people carnival workers chefs?
Man, they let anybody put on a chef coat nowadays. Dang
I
it.
I don't even think they wear chef
mean,
coats in the truck. Chef, it's like if you answer the question. Chef, you a chef?
yeah,
Are
I
you
mean, you
insulted
can,
by that?
if it's your, I'm not, because it ain't me. But
I know, but
if
it's
they eat
me.
don't
I
make,
wouldn't
make
be
me poop,
insulted if somebody says they were a doctor and they wasn't really a doctor.
I mean,
But
let's be
you
perfectly
can't
honest.
impersonate a doctor because bad things happen when you do stuff like that.
I love
But
I love
true.
Gordon Ramsay, but I would never use macaroni and cheese because crumble don't belong on top of cheese.
I met
Thank
Chef
you.
Irvine. Y'all know him, the big buff one.
No.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
Oh yeah,
about.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
I met him one time. He was actually super chill. He gave a shout out to my
Oh
mom and
yeah,
everything. That was so
Nice.
nice.
I mean, most
yeah.
chefs are chill
He
until they
only
not.
uses that. Yeah, he uses that aggression as like a money tactic. But yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of
What?
Chef
people have said
Ramsay,
that.
he would get these paws put
But
on him.
Nah, he
yeah,
could
I
be
was
that
gonna say,
nice
but
guy.
Pause on.
No one's ever said a bad thing about a Metalman person. That's what
Right.
people
Right.
But them
clout.
TV shows, the way he be yelling to people, throwing stuff. Who is you talking to, bro?
oh, well, now you have to understand because in Britain, that's actually considered comedy. It looks like
Yeah.
aggression to us, but in
Oh,
his country, it's actually considered comedy.
Is that like New
oh.
Yorkers? How we
Yeah,
are? We're aggressive and we always when we talk to people
Oh
in a
yeah,
certain
yeah.
type of way.
Y'all are. Y'all are.
yeah, yeah.
I
Thank
don't feel
you.
like I feel like the New Yorkers can seem aggressive. They don't mean nothing by it.
I
No,
don't think
we
I
don't
don't think
judge them for it.
when I'm aggressive.
But
Okay, same
we
thing
can
with
tell though.
Gordon Ramsay. That's what. So again, his aggression is all an act. But in reality, he's right. Everybody that's worked with him, worked for him in his restaurants, they all have positive things to say about. Even he even did a special with a elderly woman, 103 years
Hmm.
old, to help her with her business. And I mean, he
He was
literally
103 years old.
poured. Yeah, and
Yeah.
she walks into that kitchen every day. She was trying to hand it over to her children, but
Well,
she
that's
had
what's
this
up.
fear. You know what I'm saying? Like even though but she had this fear that her children weren't going to be able to keep up the tradition like she has. So they wrote a letter to Chef Ramsay, and he actually came in, upgraded. So like, yeah, his restaurant upgrades and stuff. That's genuine from him. That's from his heart. Yeah.
That's amazing. Keep her away from poetic. Keep her away from poetic.
Yeah, he ain't no poetic. God dang nabbit. I'm so sick of Uncle Bernie right now.
Oh, I love him. I love him. Got to love him. Okay, so chef, you're gonna be working on traveling. You said traveling or vacationing. I thought that was the same thing. I'm so on.
Both. No, so you could travel for vacation or you could travel for work. I'm okay. I want to do both.
You wanna do both? Okay, so like a traveling chef, like I was mentioning before. That was something that you feel like that's
Hmm.
something that you would do. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Not a carnival. Not a carnival traveling chef
Not a
though.
carnival.
I don't want to work at a carnival.
A
No,
culinary, I forgot what I called them.
culinary artist.
A traveling
Ooh,
culinary artist,
chef.
whatever.
Hmm.
Have you ever thought about being a cruise chef too?
Oh yeah.
That's really on my bucket list,
Is
but
it?
it has to be Disney cruise
Ah,
though.
Can you do that when you have a
I
family?
don't know why, but you kind of give me that vibe that you would be amazing at that, and I just met you.
You
I
heard
feel
me. It
like
would
you
have
would,
to be a
and
Disney.
exactly
It would
because
have
you
to
get
be a
the
Disney cruise though.
No, he
Frequency.
won't.
why.
Uh-uh.
No, he
They have
won't.
Don't
more
let
He
me
don't
money
talk
want to
about
and
do
in your
the
life.
hours.
they
He don't
cruise
want to do
never.
the
They cruise
hours.
never get. Huh? Oh, I
I
don't
said
care
he
about the
don't want to
hours.
do the hours.
Oh no. When I
Frequency,
went to
we
culinary
don't
school the
mind
first time,
disagreeing. We just
Like
don't want to
60 minutes at a
argue. That's
time.
the problem.
Don't
huh?
even pay him no money. That's all he wants to do is to get attention.
Mm-hmm.
Down there.
They work.
But yeah, and that's what
They
I'm saying,
work
Chef.
around
I
the
miss why you
clock,
said
and
you want to
they
do
have to sign a
Disney.
contract
I love
for six
Disney.
months, and they got to work every day for 6 months.
Yeah,
But that's what you
Literally,
signed up for though.
Yeah, that's with
Like,
any cruise ship,
it's hard
though.
work. It's definitely that's hard work. I would think
that's
that's hard
hard
work.
work to me. Like
That's with any cruise ship or yacht
but
chef crew.
what I'm saying is
Yeah.
the first time I went to culinary school was probably more difficult because I was working at the same time. Get off work, go to school, get out of school, then go work
Ooh.
after. So I'm trust me, I'll be good. That ain't nothing to me. Like
Yeah, but you can't really do that
Get
because you have
less.
a family, right? Wouldn't it be hard because then you're gonna leave your family or your son?
I mean, it's hard, but the sacrifice is worth it because they give you time out too. You get vacation like everybody else.
So when you work hard, does
Months
it
you got to work 6 months straight.
yeah.
It ain't no off day. You got to stay. You got to work for 6 months straight.
I mean, it's no different than a firefighter. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They have rough schedules like that too, where they have to live in. You know what I'm saying? Live in the firehouse for 4 to 5 months
But
at a
the good
time.
thing
I mean,
is you get
everybody
the perks.
rotates too. Yeah.
You get the perks
Firehouses
of
that they
Disney.
can go
Your family
home,
can come
but you
on to the
can't go
cruise with you.
home.
Yeah,
You
but not
can't.
for
You
six
can send
months.
them
I
to
would
you.
think. I wouldn't think for 6 months they could stay. Cause like, would you let your son live in a boat for 6 months?
He can do
But
Really?
there's
that.
only two. Okay, six. Well, wait a minute. But wait a
Well,
minute,
you can do
guys. We're
homeschool.
saying six
He gets
months. We're
homeschool.
saying 6 months like that's a long. That's only
That's not
half
all the
of
time.
the year. That's
Right.
not a lot of time.
Right, because we work more than half of a year in like an everyday job.
No, just true.
Facts.
Yeah, but y'all ain't working 7 days a week,
I did the
I'm on
first two
day
years I worked at the
27, I
post
think, right
office.
now.
hours a
Oh my
day.
goodness, love. That's a
And then
lot.
okay, and
No,
that's
I'm
what I'm
being so
saying. So
serious. I
like,
think I'm on like day
if so,
26 or 27 for real.
but that's what I'm saying. If he's right though, if he works for the Disney cruise, I'm saying works during those 6 months during the school schedule, that means he's got 6 months of, you know what I'm saying, of the rest of the year to spend with his son, and he doesn't have to worry about him being in school. If you can plan it right, you said that's what I'm saying.
No,
It
Well,
sounds like it's a lot.
it's not six
It's a
months,
lot.
ma'am.
But as a chef,
Ma'am, it's not six
if it's
months.
something that you really want to go after, you're going to find a way to get it done.
well,
6 months really
here's
ain't that
here's
hard.
the thing.
Ma'am, it's
My
not
kids
6
are
months on and
my
six
kids
months
are my
off.
kids are
It's
homeschooled,
like
so
that.
they as long as they have internet, they can go to school anywhere.
Do you think homeschooling is a lot of work?
I think it is, but it's worth it though. I know a young lady. She graduated with honors, magna cum laude. She's only 16, so she got a full ride to I think Harvard. Well, she
Right.
had a choice of what school she wanted to go to.
Okay.
But the other thing is, it makes vacation planning a whole lot easier because as long as you have
Yeah, of
internet, you can
course.
do
It's like if you
schoolwork
work
anywhere.
from home, it makes
Right,
vacation planning so much easier
right.
too. Okay. I don't. Okay. I guess. All right. I don't know.
Facts, juice.
I guess I don't know. I would think to me, I would think if I was a parent that worked like for like during COVID, I couldn't that was like it was so much hard work having to make sure that well my son was a teenager at the time so he was able to do it on his own at the end of the days but to have little ones and to teach them at home I think it took a lot of work because I was doing other things on top of it right it was my dedication wasn't straight on making sure my
Right.
child was doing their work. Okay, so T-Nique, are you still with us? Because you got an hour and a half to go. She might have been. I don't know. She's working out. Okay, and Lux is working on vacation. Juicy, did you tell me what you were working on?
I am working on my facial expression and my attitude.
Is that hard?
I'm trying to see if I can work in more in my femininity and instead of my masculine side, as the men like to put it. So yeah, I'm working on my facial expressions and my attitude.
Okay, is that hard?
Yes.
I think it's hard work for me too.
She said
Because
absolutely.
I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. I genuinely don't care. But someone told me I need to make more of an effort to work on it. I'm trying. And
Hey, Juice.
it's
So
really
are
not
you a
going too
December or
well.
January Capricorn?
Yeah, I'm December. The day after Christmas would make it so bad.
Yeah,
What,
you
what,
got
is,
the
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Because I haven't had a real birthday since I was
uh,
10.
she got to share her birthday with
Yeah, that
Christmas.
kind of
That's
sucks.
Christmas.
yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks.
That does. Hey Trey.
So like that's why I naturally just don't, I don't care anymore. It's like, I could never believe in a fairy tale, Cinderella and all that Disney stuff. That's why I've never been to Disneyland. That sounded interesting to be a chef on a Disney boat. I wouldn't care to see Cinderella all the time.
Aww, I love that. All right. I gotta go to the bathroom. Can y'all? Because I don't think I can hold it anymore.
Yeah, we can hold it down. I don't know why you hold it this long.
All that coffee. Look, there go that third cup of
All
coffee.
that coffee,
Yeah.
you had 5 cups.
It's like I'm an animal. So it's like I gotta go. Okay, so T-Nique, now are you ready to answer the question?
Yeah. So I'm working on continuing to say no because I have such a giving spirit, and I just gotta continue to work on telling people no because you give, and nobody pouring to you. So I'm trying to still work on that.
I
Yeah.
feel you on that. That was my New Year's resolution in 2022, so I can feel you on that one.
Yeah.
Y'all hang in there.
You say you getting
Cause it
there?
seems like as soon as you say yes to somebody, what they old folks say, you give them an inch and they take it into a whole mile. Woo.
Right.
I think I've mastered saying no.
Really? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I start feeling bad and be like, well, I have it to give, and then,
I had to learn hell no though. I had to learn hell no. No was just good. Hell no is like that's the
No, you know what I've learned that works even better? Silence. No response at all. Just leave it hanging in the wind.
it's golden.
I love leaving hanging in the wind. I don't even waste the energy to say no more. Text my phone, ask me for a ride. That question is gonna be there for days.
I'm not gonna lie. Within the last 2 years, I've learned to protect my energy. Everybody don't deserve a reaction.
Most definitely. That's what I said. Silence has been my best friend.
Yeah. It'd be hard for me.
I've even had one pull up at my door in the middle of the night unannounced. It felt so good too. Once I got the dog quiet and back in the bed, ain't you gonna come open the door? It's cold. Oh, I forgot. Forgot what? How to open the door and crawl right back in my bed. I did not miss a beat.
All right, so you are working on. I completely understand what you're talking about, T-Nique, because I am. It's hard for me to say no to people too. It's because when you have such a giving heart, and you sometimes you think about others before yourself.
Yes,
And
exactly.
I always see, and again, to ask in relationships, right? So if you have your cup of all this love and all this help and everything, and you giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, next thing you know, your cup is empty,
Right.
and it's like, and if nobody's filling up your cup, then what am I left with to give? So I can't give somebody something that I don't even have no more. Good morning, ATL. So that's a good thing because I think that's. Do you think it's hard for you to do that? Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm such an empath, right? And then it goes and ties in with, my grandma telling me, we're servants of God and we're supposed to give to people and post show kindness. And so I have, what I'm saying, I have that in the back of my head all the time. That what Granny said, this, what I'm saying, the stuff that you grew up on, morals and all of that.
What you need to learn how to do is give yourself grace and
Oh, I know.
release yourself. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's become easier now because I have told somebody no. My mom was like, "Wait a minute, you told me no." Like, wait a minute, you hang up.
Because
she was shocked.
right? Because we also think that like you said with family members and parents. I mean, it might be a little bit easy to say people to our friends and stuff like that, but when it's our relationships, where personal relationships, like our parents, our family members, or even our spouses. It's even harder to say because it's like you're obligated to say
Right.
yes, especially with our parents.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, we feel like,
Oh no.
No, not you, Juicy. You don't have no problem saying no.
My breaking point for me was 2021. Like Nia just said, my grandfather was the one that raised me to turn the other cheek. So in my mind, once I had to do his 21 gun salute, he was no longer here. I had no more cheeks to turn. I was done. Family, friend, foe. You see what I'm saying? It was like, okay, y'all got the softer side of me because he was here. Let me show you who I really am, because I really don't care.
Right.
And Is that what it
Like
is?
you heard me, I'ma walk away from you. Again, I'm gonna let you ponder on what you did wrong. I'm not gonna explain it to you. I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'm just gonna walk away. Cause look, you done had too many times. I only got 2 cheeks. Maybe the other 2 if you count the lower end, and half the time I don't want them even spanked. You see what I'm saying? So like, how many more cheeks do you think you get to smack? Like, how many more options do you think you get to abuse me? Use me. I'm not with that.
I think people know that too. The people know, my mother used to call them energy vampires. Like people know who they can actually get away with it to. Like
Right.
they know who they could take advantage of. They know that I'm gonna ask T-Nique something because I know she's gonna say yes to it, and they're not putting, the sacrifice that T-Nique has to do in order to say yes.
Right, so that's how it is with my dad, right? So, for instance, my dad had called me and said, "Your mama need tires in her car," and they know to call me, right? Because my other 2 siblings, I'm like, y'all do know y'all got other kids, right? But they always call me. But when I told my dad no, and the thing about it, I felt horrible.
Right.
I felt terrible telling him no, but I had to stick to my guns.
Right.
And he ended up getting them tires himself. I said, "That's your wife. You supposed to take care of her."
Right. It's amazing how people can do things on their own when they are forced to do things on their own.
But I felt horrible telling him no. I was like, "Oh God, I done told Daddy no, oh, Lord." I'm sitting there feeling bad about it, and then, like he said, I had to give myself grace. Like, I'm always doing it. I'm not doing it no more. So, but that was my first time ever telling my parents no when they call and ask me for something. I was like, "Nope, I'm not doing it."
Hey,
Right, because
after a
we
while,
learn from
after a while, it felt good, didn't it?
Oh yeah, listen. That's why I say when I start telling them no, nobody, y'all can forget it. Nobody else can't even call me for nothing. Because I never told them no for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, shh.
Because do you think it's like a
I
habit?
used to
When
have
we say that it
relatives.
takes 30 days to break a habit?
Yeah, I believe that. But shoot, for
Yes,
me, it take
absolutely.
less than 30 days.
Yeah.
But it takes work at
And
it. It's
and
not
the great
easy.
one too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So to break a habit is not an easy thing to do. Even to on this app. To break the habit of waking up in the morning and turning on this app, it's hard to do for
Hey,
me.
thank you for your service.
Really.
Somebody asked me the other day,
Kind
like,
of
why
easier
don't
for
you go
me.
live more?
Mhm.
Oh, because I'm living. They like, wait, what
Mhm.
does that mean? I'm too busy. I'm being honest with you. If I have time, I have time. If I don't, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, but that's definitely.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I'm cool about the attitude, but then again, I'm 80s baby. I know how to keep my
Okay,
house
let's go,
today.
80s baby.
You walking the
Like me
dog?
too.
I think we all are, except for Lux. Lux is that.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I'd rather be looking up. Look, if I want to get on the internet, I'd rather be looking up more interesting recipes I have done. Yeah, I ain't gotta be on
Yeah.
there.
That's
Yeah, that's
okay.
pretty nice.
Nick, you up with me or you fell asleep on me? Now, what are you
Who?
working on? So, work is an effort to achieve a result. What are you working on?
Staying away from peoples.
Certain people or all people?
Staying away from peoples.
Staying away from people, right?
Yeah, every day I'm learning it. I am not
Is it a specific type of person or is like all people?
all people.
You're trying to stay. You're
Yeah,
working on staying away from all people. Are you not staying? So we're not considered people.
I mean y'all internet.
What?
We're
You
not
said we
people.
what?
You wouldn't happen to have no. Wait, no. You wouldn't happen
Girl, you better stop moving around because your internet's shady. You can hear what you're saying.
no,
No, I can't hear you.
that's actually a real thing.
We can't hear you, Juicy.
What's she saying? It's
I don't
breaking
know
up.
what she's saying, but she's saying something with her chest out too. But she's saying it, but I don't know what she's saying. Juicy, there?
No, I was asking her, does she have agoraphobia? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
No,
now kind of.
I don't have nothing.
Well, what happened that because you were going on cruises every month and that was your goal, and there's a lot of people on cruises.
I still go on cruises, but I don't know them.
But you,
I don't be trying
there's
to.
a specific
I don't
people.
be
It's
trying
people
to
that you
be
know.
serious. I just go cruise. I have fun. I come my ass home. Not a people person. Yeah.
Right. So it's people that you know that you're trying to stay away from.
I don't want. I don't like. I don't like. I really don't care to have friends.
Okay. And you have to work hard on not having friends.
No, we just internet buddies. That's not friends.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. You,
What
you
you
talking
say?
really low.
Yeah, I can't hear.
You,
Yeah.
not, you may never see me. I may never see you. But we can talk on the internet.
So
But
it's safe. Yeah, because it's safer, right?
no, it ain't about being safe because I ain't scared either way.
I mean, not like that. Not like threatened. Like I'm gonna hurt you. Not
Yeah,
physically safe.
I'm just saying it just.
Like emotionally. Like emotionally.
I just don't want friends. Friends come with problems. They come with issues, and I don't need that in my life.
Is that how to, like what T-Nique was saying before, having to learn how to say no?
Basically, yeah.
Right.
But I
Wait,
still
what?
on my cruises. I haven't.
What friend?
What do you say, Chef?
No, I was asking what friends come with issues. My friends don't come with issues. I've been having friendship with them for many years.
That's your friend. I don't have.
No, because it's friends like family members that are like vampires, right? And they just know how to take and take and take and take from you, but they don't know how to give and give, right? So I think it's different. And so I can understand what you're saying, that right. So if you're dealing with a friend who always thinking about themselves and it's not mutual, it's not like a give and take type of thing. I can understand what you were saying, where you are trying to, hey, poetic lady, to you have to work on staying away from them.
Well, I was always told friends they either want something you got or want you got something they need or they want something you got.
Wow,
Huh?
that's
Wait,
a
what?
interesting.
Wow. Somebody say what
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
I'm glad I never had those. Maybe as a little kid, probably, but as an adult, no.
She said somebody either wants something from you. I missed what she said.
You
I
either
want
got something
something.
they want or they want something you got.
You want something you want or something that you got. So
Like for instance,
yeah.
they ain't got a car, but they always need a ride. They know you got that car. Um, they don't want to cook, but they know you always finna cook something, so they gonna come to your house and eat. They want to go out, but their ass ain't never got no fucking money, and they want you to go so you can pay their fucking way. It's always something. They want to bring all their problems to you.
I agree. There are people out there that are like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I completely get that too. I honestly, one of my so every time I end my live, I always think about what I'm thankful for. And one of my things that I wrote down yesterday, what I was thankful for was that God has put me in a season of purging those type of people from me.
Juice said she get it.
No, I get it. Oh, I completely get it too. But I'm not gonna. I mean, I completely get it because, and I'm sure Tanique gets it too. Which got to be even harder when it's family members. But there are people out there that want, like you mean, you gave great examples, because I've been there. Every type of example you gave, I've definitely been there with people, and it takes a lot. To me, for me, it takes me a lot of work for me to get rid of a friend that I know is not benefit. It's not mutual. It's not reciprocity. It's not a back and forth, give and take type of situation.
Hey, I don't mind. I don't mind being a friend as long as we distance. You stay.
As long as you distant.
That's what I said. Yes. As long as we
But I
distance.
didn't hear you. I mean,
You're very low, Nette. That's the reason why.
I said as long as we distant, we can talk on the phone. But when you start telling me about, oh, my husband this, my husband doing that, okay, I'm gonna call you back. That ain't my problem. That's your own issue. I don't want to hear about your relationship shit. But yeah. long as we distant. Yeah.
I mean, not for nothing. I think my best friends are the ones that don't talk to every day.
Yeah. That's right. That's
Right. My friends that I've known since I was in like elementary school or even younger, I don't talk to them every day. I'm not all up in their business. They're not all up in my business. Now, when I need them or when they need me, like if they're going to do some real shit and they need somebody to talk to, they know they could call me and vice versa. That I know that they could call them, but I don't need to speak to them every day about their everyday shit.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, those are my closest friends because I think
Are the ones who like to visit all the time. I don't like that.
right.
Don't come to my damn house.
But and is that because you is that now you wasn't like that before though, right, Nette? Oh,
I always been like that. I don't do people at my house.
right. Good to puppy. Okay, so then you really not really when you see you working on not being how are you being any type of different?
That's what I'm saying. I'm working on to keep it that way.
So you're not working on anything then?
That's it. That's it.
Okay, I get it.
But you know what, Nettie? Now, I can relate to that as well too, because exactly. Look, the dog is the only person that's allowed in my house. I can't stand. I gotta let the maintenance man in half the time.
I don't like.
I don't even like my maintenance man. Like if I didn't call for you, sir, please don't come in here.
Right.
Like I will let you know when something is broken. I like y'all inspections, man. Pipe down.
Right.
I get that. No, I mean I don't like now that I'm alone and I'm single and I'm empty nester. Like I don't want nobody in my house. I don't want nobody in my house either. If anything, I'm over here trying to sell my house and get like a 1 bedroom where nobody could visit me. I don't want nobody in. Because to me, when I have visitors, I'm working again, right? Because I have to make sure everybody's happy. Do you want something to drink? Are you hungry? Here's a nice set of towels. Like to me, I'm back at that working thing, and I'm not trying to work. Shit.
I just think that a person who have a whole bunch of friends create a whole bunch of problems in their life. As follow your circle is,
I can agree with that too. I really can.
if you got 24 friends, then somebody right about you.
That's a lot. Pretty. That's a
If
lot of
you
friends.
got one or two or maybe four, then I feel like okay, they got common sense.
I mean, it's shit. As in a man's perspective, do you have those issues with friends?
What was the issues?
How are you with your friends? Are you the type of person that sees your friends every day? Or are you the type of man that sees your
No,
friends every blue moon? Are you in your men friends' lives? Know the
not
ins
like
and outs, what's
we
going
into.
on in their marriages and their relationships?
Nah, we don't cross those lines. Like their relationships. But I got male and female friends that I've been knowing for a long time, and like we don't have to talk every day, but when we talk, it's it's like we never stop talking. But that's kind of bond that we have.
Right.
Now I think you build those bonds for a reason, and they never go away. Like my one friend, I was talking to her, and I was telling her, like I said, obviously they don't know you, and she's like, "Yeah, you know how I am. Of course I do. I've been knowing you for years."
Right. I mean, that's the whole point of being a friend. Now, with people, how you know people that take advantage? Hey, come on, a vessel that take advantage of that. Like people, like the type of friends that Nette was talking about, that either want something that you have.
I need something on the bar money, all that shit. No, hell no.
Right.
But I'm not gonna ask for money unless I actually need it. And if I see
No,
my
I'm talking
boy, I'm
about
gonna get
friends do
back
it
to
to
you.
you.
Yeah, no, I never really had nobody do that to me. Now family, that's different, all the time.
So family does that to you. My family never did that to me.
They tried to until I started saying no. Then the calls and text messages start getting less and less.
think family members do that more than family members do that more than friends do?
Hell no.
I don't know if it's
Like you
more or
have some
less.
type of loyalty to them because we family.
It's just users are users, no matter what kind of user it is.
Mm,
And a lot of people like to manipulate people to get what they want. I'm just not one of them people.
Phone disconnected.
oh, disconnected. Good morning, Vespa.
So
It is a good morning.
It
what
was a good one, babe.
you got some people who got to be around all the time. All their friends got to come and visit. They got to go see their friends. We got to meet up every day, or we got to go out to brunch. I don't want that type. No, too much of my life.
So you feel like you have to work hard in order to cut people out? You just don't know how to just say no?
I got friends. I've been friends with for 20 years. But we talk on the phone type friends.
Right.
I'll be at your house Saturday so we can play cards and hang out. No, keep your ass at home. Play with your children or something. Find something.
Okay. So the question, and that's another. You just came in here, and I'm about to leave in a minute anyway because I gotta go to work. Good morning, Rock. I love that, T-Nique. I love that. I love that. That's beautiful. I'm a people person, so I like to be around people. But I don't need to be all up in their business in order for me to hang out with them and have game night and all that other stuff either. I was talking about my quiet time. I was talking about I'll be on this dating app, and I was talking about and this guy was saying how relationships take work, right? And I had asked him, I was just like, well, what do you mean? He was like, oh, when it's your birthday, I'm gonna put work into it. I'm gonna ask you, what do you like to do for, what do you want to do for your birthday? What kind of gift do you want? Do you want to stay home? Do you want to go out to eat? Do you want to do all these types of things? So we were my question, I'm like, I don't want to have to work at that. To me, is that if you spending time with me, you should know what I like and what I want to do. I shouldn't have to. It shouldn't be work. That relationships to me shouldn't be work. It should just be natural, a natural way of not compromise. What was compatibility? If I'm compatible with you, it shouldn't take work. If it's something, if you're at your job and you like working at your job, it shouldn't take a lot of work. If you like to vacation and you go vacationing, it shouldn't be work. It shouldn't be hard. To me, work shouldn't be hard. So my question of the day is, what are you working on? Hey, Legacy. That's what Kenny?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
I don't know if my reception is good. I'm gonna use. I think it's okay for people to ask their person, spouse, whatever, what is it that they want, and give them exactly what they want. And the reason why I say that is because when we're trying to do something for our person, we want it to translate into "I love you," "I'm thinking about you." We want it to translate into that, right? And so if I think I know you, and I go out and I buy some shit for you, and it doesn't translate, I just wasted my time, energy, effort, money, and everything else. Versus coming to you and saying, hey, now, we want to say, oh, that was thoughtful, but then on the back of our mind, you really saying, that was some bullshit. I can't believe that motherfucker bought me that shit.
I wouldn't.
You get what I'm saying?
I wouldn't. I'm supposed to appreciate what a person gives you if it's coming from the heart. If you just thought about
Yeah, you're supposed to. Right. So watch this. Let's say you got 3 kids, and for Mother's Day, I go out and buy hand molded clay things that you dip your hand in, and um, it's meant for you your kids to create something family for Mother's Day, right? I may think that that was pretty cool and that was dope as shit. That would be something that in my head I would want to get for you. You get that shit on Mother's Day and be like, what the fuck is this? My kids don't even come around like that. I won't never see my kids for 6 months. All my kids are grown. I never see them all at the same time anymore. So
You talking
it
about a
becomes
molding
like
kit,
it was
right?
the thought at the time. The thought was good. I get where you're going, but this just was not really a practical gift.
You talking about a molding kit, like where you can make your hand and stuff?
Right.
I would love that.
Maybe you missing my point.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying I would love that.
Oh, okay. So that goes back to, so are you giving the gift for the person, or are you giving the gift for the response from giving that gift?
uh, I think I think when, like I said, when we give stuff, why do you give? You're not. You're supposed to. You're supposed to give from your heart. That's idealistic, right? But even in my efforts of giving from the heart, I could really botch the gift.
But so
All
you
right,
know,
let's say I'll give you another example, and this is going to be extreme. Let's say in my lifetime that I've jumped out of a plane before. And so for a birthday gift for you, for a 50th birthday or a 40th birthday, I say, you know what? I'm gonna take her on a plane ride and we're gonna jump out a goddamn plane and she ain't gonna know it. And then it's gonna be a surprise. And I just never knew that you were afraid of heights like that. And nor would I think that you would say, ain't no fucking way in hell that I'm jumping on no goddamn plane. Right, but for me, it was the most amazing thing. But then I put all that energy and evidence to surprising you, had all of your friends and family show up there, and I just fucking botched it.
but it would be selfish of me to not be willing to try it with you. So you got to understand. I feel like if a person have so much anger against something that you just woke up and say, because see, you didn't have to do shit. In reality, you didn't have to do nothing. So for you to just the thought and for you to take the time out to do something,
And that's the reason why I said the commendable part is there. I get it. A person that's on the receiving end, I understand. A person on the receiving end would do that, but in the back of their mind, they saying to themselves, I know you fucking lying. This motherfucker don't even know me. He got me up here trying to jump out of a goddamn plane.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a realistic response
Because to
versus
me,
saying, "Baby, hey, I know it's your 40th birthday, and I'm gonna get you a gift that's just strictly from me. But I also want to make sure that I get something strictly for you. So I would then come to you and say, baby, what do you want? What can I do that's gonna actually make you happy? We have emotional banks, and what can I put into that emotional bank that I know is gonna transfer, so that even if I botch the gifting, I did get something that actually meant something to you, and it wasn't a waste of time. You could do both.
can I be honest?
Absolutely.
Women don't really know what the hell they want. And I'm finna explain it to you. How many times have you asked a woman, baby, where do you want to eat or what do you want to eat? And she said, I don't know. Whatever you want. I just get something.
I want to understand you. And Vessel, the only reason why I'm asking you this again is because your service is kind of choppy, so I'm kind of getting every other word of what you're trying to say, right? So I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say. Um, okay. If I am, because I heard that plain thing, but I really didn't hear all of it, right? So I don't really understand. So if I am, okay, so I went on a date with a guy, and and on the date, it was my birthday. on the date, it was a pocketbook. Inside the pocketbook had like a whole bunch of like little, they had like lotto tickets. It had like little pieces of candy, and it had these. Hey Tosh, and it had and hey Mr. And it had these little nips. Like matter of fact, like, you know what nips are, right? Little nips like this. It's still here. That was from 5 years ago, and yeah, the thought was beautiful. It was a nice thought. But in my mind, I was like, I don't drink. If he was paying attention to me, he would know that I'm not a drinker. So that's something that, I mean, so yeah, the thought was, it was nice. The thought was nice, but it wasn't something that, to me, I was like, well, you're not even paying attention to me to know that I'm not a drinker. So that wouldn't be something that I would want to, like, I would appreciate. So the thing is it you giving me this gift so I can say, "Wow, great job, Vessel, for doing it," or is it is it for me to actually really enjoy my gift?
So, right. What you just said is you're making my point. It depends on the relationship, right? How long have we been together? Do I even know that you're not a drinker? Is this the first time? Is this the first time that I've ever gifted you? Have we been together for 15 years and then I'm gifting you? I would rather know what you want so that it translates into what it's supposed to translate into. And you don't have to. I may ask you 10 questions and say, "Hey, out of these 10 things, what would you want?" Right? Again, it doesn't mean that I wouldn't also try my own stuff. Right? I'm still going to put effort into gifting you, but I don't want my efforts to be in vain. I don't want to just throw paint against the wall when I'm doing something for you. Who like this, right? For Christmas, who like this? Who like getting random ass gifts that you just store in the cabinet and never use? You know,
Somebody, but that's different, I would think.
I don't. Maybe it's me. I believe in doing stuff that means stuff. I don't. I'm
But
not.
the meaning
I'm
to
not
who?
gonna
Meaning
waste
to
food.
you or to the person that's receiving it?
Both, right? It impacts both of us, right? All right. If I go out and buy a $500 purse and you tell me I don't even carry purses,
Right.
I just wasted $500. I couldn't like I could have just put that $500 in your pocket. That's meaningful to me. If
Yeah, but that's
literally,
but the thing is,
if I
why
go
would you
out and
spend
buy
five
you a
hundred dollars
pair,
on a purse to somebody who's not going to appreciate it, who doesn't want it?
all right, watch this one, baby. I just went and bought you some a pair of Jordans that cost $250, and then you say, "Baby, did you
I don't
ever
wear
go in my
Jordans.
did you ever go in my closet?" And I be like, "Yeah, I don't see no tennis shoes in there, so I wanted to buy you a pair of tennis shoes because you don't have no tennis shoes,
But
baby. I don't wear tennis shoes. I know
see,
you don't, and so I want to get you a pair so that you can have some, baby. I don't wear tennis shoes."
Right.
but see, Vessel, I think you confusing people because you talking. I think you throwing out a
But
selfish
you want.
man.
Oh, okay.
I would
It
say,
shouldn't be about
No, I'm
you
not.
though. It shouldn't be
But
about
you
you.
don't. But you don't wear tennis shoes. You'll never wear those shoes.
Because I don't want exactly. So why would you buy them for me?
That's the point that I'm making. Why would I buy you something that you're not going to use? If that's a waste of money, time, energy, and effort for me to get you something you don't use or need or want, and it doesn't translate into anything other than just, oh, he bought me something. And it normally it turns into a
Adrian,
negative.
I have to disagree because if he brought me those Jordans, it's just the whole point that when he was in the store picking out him some shoes, he thought about me. So he
That's how
thought
you would
about
take
me
that
enough to
night.
buy me a pair of Jordans to match his Jordans. Then baby shit, let's wear our Jordans.
All right, let me give you another example. Then, when I was married, I did something that I thought was really nice. I swear to God, I created a spa situation for my wife in the bathroom. Right? She like really soft towels. She like really soft socks. She like these smells and these lotions. I bought all of that stuff, but that wasn't a gift. That wasn't a kicker. Those were just a knickknack thing. I also bought her one of these expensive ass towel warmers, and that was the most expensive gift of the pack, right? The towel warmer, big industrial type towel warmer. You know what she told me? She said, "Did you keep the receipt?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "I'm not gonna use that towel warmer. I can't stand getting out of the tub to a warm towel. I like my towel to be cool because I'm hot. I'm hot natured." And you know what I said? I said, "Oh," I said, "No problem. Here's the receipt. You can go and get this $300 back." She said, "The towels are nice. I keep the towels, but I'm not gonna use that." I just the whole thing was messed up at that point.
She was unappreciated.
The energy and effort was just all, it was almost pointless, and that wasn't something that we just would have randomly talk about, baby. So when you get out the shower, I like my towels to be warm. You like your towels to be warm? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. That's not a normal conversation that people have. That's just something that I just happen to see. Oh shit, this would be dope. Yeah, you know what? She always sitting around lounging. All right, I'm gonna get her this. Man, she hated that gift.
Yeah,
So
You know what? though? I got a question. Now think
Vessel, you are
back,
getting on my
like,
nerves. You're getting on my nerves. You keep hollering
oh
about
wait,
I wanted to give her. Then you should have kept that damn gift. She didn't ask you for that. She didn't tell
I
you she
was
wanted it.
trying to.
You keep going to get stuff you want to get
Wow.
her. She don't want it. You
Did
don't
money,
understand
that's
that,
what I
Bell.
anybody?
said. Money, that's what I said. I learned that
But
lesson.
you've been saying the whole time. You keep saying, I thought this would be a good gift. I got her. I. Why the hell
Did
did
You
anybody?
you
must
ask her
you,
two,
you
three
must have
months
came
before
in
the
late.
birthday what she wanted? Now I'm
Right.
asking you, why didn't you ask her 2 or 3 months ahead of time? Because you get on my nerves, keep saying I. When you say I, you ain't even because you ain't even including her. So you're defeating the purpose of telling us the story because you really ain't buying no gift for her. You buying that gift for you, not her.
No, I think you're helping me prove my point. You must have missed the beginning of what I said.
I kind of missed it in it too because one minute I'm thinking that I felt like you're going back
See,
and
you want me to tell you it's the thought that count? The thought ain't shit because you thinking about your thoughts and not hers. So you're not thinking
Exactly.
about her. If you were thinking
Exactly.
about her, you would go to her and say, hey, what would you like for your birthday or your anniversary? Let me go. I'm loud. I got a loud background. I got to go.
when you
Exactly,
first.
mommy money. That's exactly what I said. The examples that I'm giving are examples of why you shouldn't just go out and just randomly buy shit because they don't
Okay,
translate into love
nah, I
or
got you now.
thoughtfulness.
So
I
I
didn't,
got
I didn't get that from when you first said the story. That's so so now I understand. So you
Oh,
what? So, okay, so now I'm making sense. And I don't know if it was like I said, I don't know if it was because your story was choppy, and that's the
yeah,
reason
my
why.
reception was probably bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. I ask questions, and if I want to surprise you, I'm gonna ask questions in a way that you're not knowing that I'm asking that lead me to be able to get it. But then you're gonna think that I was being thoughtful, but you really just told me everything I need to know without me telling or asking.
Mm-hmm.
so you saying that if I went out and I was shopping and I seen this nice shirt and I said, oh, that'll look good on Vessel. And I brought you that shirt and said, baby, look, I got you a shirt. You gotta sit up there and say, give me the receipt. I'm gonna take that shit back.
It depends on what type of shirt it is, because I don't like all types of shirts. And I'm being
Mm-hmm.
honest with you. I'm gonna look at you and be like, baby, I know you lying. You ain't buy me this. And I'm gonna make
Mm-hmm.
a joke about it. I'm gonna laugh about it. I'm gonna be like, baby, you got me looking like Uncle Tom up in this motherfucker. Baby, I know you didn't buy me no Floridian shirt. You know I'm not from Florida. I'm gonna
yeah.
make light of it, and we're gonna have fun about it. And then I'm be like, I wonder if they got a bigger size. It's too tight, baby. Can we go get
That's
another
why I always
size?
get gift receipts.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done that. I mean, I've done, especially with
Now
my
you
ex
gonna wear
husband.
my damn
Oh, like,
check.
cause I'm a sale type of person, so I'll buy things that are on sale. And he had a whole closet full of shit that he never wore before. Instead of
Exactly.
just buying him what he wanted, I would just buy whatever I wanted, and that wouldn't. But why would I buy something that nobody's gonna use?
And that's the point that I'm making. It doesn't translate. You may think that that gift was meaningful, but in the back of my mind, I'm saying this some bullshit.
Right. So okay.
I
So the
guess
thing is, if you
everybody
pay,
different. Everybody different.
I'm sorry, Nette, say that again.
I said everybody different.
Well, absolutely, because some people are just appreciative of getting something, right? No matter what it is. Like I've known, because I'm a coach bag type. I like coaching. I like coaching, right? And I know that my ex husband, like every for Christmas, birthdays, or whatever, he will always I will get a coach bag, and I probably 10 out of 10 times I will end up going back to coach and returning it, and then getting the bag that I actually want.
See that exactly. Not only did I waste my time, but I wasted your time too. And I wasted money. You probably got to spend more money
No,
on getting
actually,
what you
no,
actually
because
wanted.
what the 500 bag that he bought, I probably came home with like 4 bags from that. Because to me, it's like
Oh,
I know how to shop, so I came home with like not only did I get the bag, but I got the belt, I got the umbrella, I got the wallet, I got everything to match. So I actually came out with more. Because to me, it's like, why are you spending $500 on a Coach bag when I could do like 500 different things with that?
Right, you sure can.
Right.
and that, watch this. She said four. She got four everything. I would have wasted half of the money. I could have got exactly what she wanted and not even spent that much money.
Right. If you just invested some time at like getting to know, like put this one, well,
Hey,
What are y'all
you
talking
want
about,
to do
man?
time. Like my kids for my birthday.
can I have
Okay,
a
and I'm just gonna
question?
say for my birthday,
I don't.
they came home with a Coach bag that was I didn't have to return it. I didn't have to return it. They know they pay attention to what kind of Coach bags their mom likes, and they came home and they say, "Hey, mommy," I was like, they knew exactly what it was. So I think if you pay attention,
Right,
you will know exactly what a person's gonna want.
right.
You
That's
You
what
talking
I'm
about
never
saying.
your
bought somebody
son?
a duplicate gift.
Your sons, I could pretty much guarantee they wife or girlfriend picked it out. They didn't do it.
No, no, because they know.
I
Right.
see my kids know. Like they know I like red, they know I
I
like
haven't.
elephants. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They know I
I
like I collect elephants, and so they know.
right. Even something like collecting elephants, right? You can't go wrong with that. So it's like, oh, if I see an elephant, I'm gonna go ahead because I'm paying attention
Right.
to T-Nique that she likes elephants. And good morning,
Let me
Tuta.
get
How you
in.
doing this morning?
Good morning. How you doing? Uh,
Another one with bad service.
I know what's going on.
I didn't hear the whole the concept of what y'all talking about, but I got it. You said what? Hello?
Let me throw this out there while he trying to figure it
Yeah,
Hello?
out.
your service is kind of shady, baby. Are you traveling?
I'm not on my service tape. Okay. Yeah, I'm traveling. Yes, I am. I am
Okay,
traveling.
but I can hear you
So
better.
I didn't know what y'all hearing me or not. But I said I don't. I said I don't know what the whole conversation was about, but I think it was about a gift. And if it is, if I bought a young lady a gift and or a young lady bought me a gift and I didn't like it, I'm not going to show that I'm not appreciative of it. If anything, next time we go back out and about and we shopping, I show her the things that I would like. I think that was a lot of issues that
And then,
that y'all speaking about. And
yes, if
if
I'm
you
at the
with that
mall
person, you
with you,
should be knowing who that person is.
You're right. That's what we
Huh?
speak of. That's what we talking about. Time is that you're already dating this person and they bring you a fucked up ass gift.
Yeah, they bring you a messed up gift. Is I mean, is both of y'all got to be accountable and like I said, just take the individual out and show them what you want. I wouldn't show them that I don't like it. If she brought me back something that I dislike, I'm like, thank you, man, I appreciate it. And next time we go back out,
throw it in
I'm
the
trying
back
to
of
go
the
out my way to
closet
show
somewhere.
her what I like. You said, well,
I said, throw it in the back of the closet somewhere.
I don't do all that. I let her know I appreciate it, and I wear it around her. I might
Yes.
wear it might be a
Okay.
t-shirt. I wear a t-shirt walking around the house. I ain't got to go out in public with it. We got to be more creative and thoughtful about our
Right.
relationship and respect about our relationship. Because I mean, I just look at things just a little bit better. She bought me something to wear around the house. I won't wear it out in public. She'll know that I care about it. You know
That's
what I'm
Watch
saying?
this two times. Watch this two times. She gonna say, "Baby, we get ready to go out to so and so so and so. Why don't you put that shirt on that I bought you?"
Got it
and you know
laid out
what?
for you.
Guess what?
I'm
And I'm gonna
saying
put
that
that.
right.
And listen, and I'm gonna put that shirt on because that's gonna make her feel good. And I'm gonna put that
Right.
shirt on. I'm gonna wear it. I'm not gonna show
Man.
that I unappreciate it, but I tell you this, she won't buy another shirt like that. Come on, make sure I take her out and she can get somewhere. How about that part?
Yeah,
She
but
gonna have you wearing that
as
shirt
long as you
100
show her
times. Every time
appreciation.
it's gonna become your new favorite shirt.
and she's gonna get that for
It might,
birthday
it might,
for
it
every
might be.
holiday. That's what you're gonna get.
And guess what? If that is my new favorite shirt, I wear it on my ugly day. You know, I wear it.
That's sweet.
On wash day, he gonna wear it on wash day.
Whatever day it wear, I bet she know that I got it on, and I bet she gonna buy me another gift.
I just don't think that telling the truth about whether or not somebody did a good job for a gift is a bad thing. It doesn't show
I
that
don't
you
think it's
don't
a bad thing.
appreciate it. If you can't tell a person, baby, thank you, I appreciate the gift, but this ain't something that I would wear, then I don't think you're just being honest about who you are in the relationship. I think you're actually doing a disjustice or in service,
Exactly.
right?
I
Tell
think
the
I
truth.
think I did exactly. I think I did exactly that. I told her the truth. I wore the shirt. I appreciate the shirt, and I showed her what kind of shirt to get me for the next time. I think that's telling the truth. I think it's the way we put it out there.
Let me
I
ask
think
you this:
sometimes you don't have to be so harsh with it or so cruel with it. You
is
know,
it anything wrong with doing this? Baby, thank you for giving me the shirt. I appreciate it. I like the colors in it. It's not a stylish shirt that I particularly would pick out. Can we go online or can we go back to the store and get one together?
why we? I mean, that your way and my way a little bit different. I just don't
I'm
see through it. I'm gonna
asking, is
accept
there
it and I'm gonna
anything
keep it
wrong with
moving.
that?
No, ain't nothing wrong with it.
I never said nothing was wrong with it. I just said your way of doing it and
He
my way is a
asking,
little bit
he probably
different.
asking it from a female perspective. I don't think it's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Okay, because see, you could literally turn that into a lunch date
Mm-hmm.
and then return the appreciation by going out. And you know what? We both got a shirt now.
Is it his and her
I
shirt?
don't feel some type of way because
I'm his, he's mine. That type of shirt.
I might have visioned that shirt on you like, damn, my baby gonna look so sexy in this. And then for you to tell me that, yeah, I'm gonna be mad as fuck. I'm gonna be like, I tell you what, why don't you just take all your fucking shirts and go get the hell out?
Okay,
I don't know how old everybody is on here, but I'm heading towards the 60 mark. So whatever she do, Bob, I just don't care. I don't care about no shirt, no car, no whatever she gave me. She gave it to me. It came from her heart. So I got another
we're talking
perspective
about
looking
like
at it.
tangible things, but like what Vesta was talking about was like something like going on a trip or jumping out of a plane. So say 2 times she took you the girlfriend or wife took you on a date that you were jumping off a plane, but you scared of heights.
Well, I'm at least let her know. I'm gonna let her down easy. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, you take me there. You know I'm scared of heights. I don't like that. That wasn't cool. You could have spent your money on something." That's not. I'm finna approach it. I'm finna more approach like, "Hey, babe, I'm kind of scared of height. Do you really want me to, jeopardize my life like
You
that?
spend
Can we
money
find
on
something else
it.
to do?" Huh?
I spend money on it. It's not refundable.
Okay, well, this is what I'm gonna do, babe. I'm gonna give you your money back, and we can find something else to do.
That's right. Absolutely.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? I 100% agree. You can come up with a way to let a person down easy, but you don't have
There you
to
go.
not tell the truth about it. You can tell the person in a nice way. You show
But what happens if
appreciation.
the person's not taking it the nice way? So are you giving me the money for it back? And I'm like, but I took time and energy, Vessel, to go ahead and put this all together. You think this was easy? I wasted my hard-earned money. I had to take a day off of work so that we can go ahead and do this. I had to travel to go ahead and do this. Why you just can't do this? Why you just can't like what I gave
You
you?
just going too far now. You sound like a nagger to me.
I mean, no,
You
but
sound like a nagger now.
because some people
You
do
taking it
it.
to a whole nother level. You taking it to a
You
whole
gonna
nother
act like
level.
that doesn't happen?
That when you supposed to put some food in her mouth, lay her ass on her
Right,
back.
right,
Ooh,
right.
That right there is so rude right there.
That's too much. Right.
That's too rude. That's rude as fuck.
I mean, I know
But
it's rude, but
what if
Right.
that shirt? What if that shirt I brought you I had brought me a matching dress to like the color, and I wanted
We
us
gonna
to
rock
go
out.
out.
We gonna rock out.
Like 2 times, I would for something like that. I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna go and do what I gotta do.
Right, we gonna rock out. Let's get it. Let's
Right,
get it. Cause and I tell you this, everybody gonna say you got a good man. Y'all matching up.
right. And
So
for
then it
something
comes
like
to
that,
the
I'm gonna do
question
what I
of did
gotta
you
do.
buy it for him or did you buy it for you?
Right.
You
I
said
brought
what?
it for us. We looking
Right.
good. That's what I wanted us to look a certain way. And when we went out to dinner, I wanted us to look good. I wanted us to be able to take them selfies or whatever with our matching colors. So I brought it for us. If I'm happy, he happy. They said when mama happy, the house is happy.
Supposed to be right.
You know what? This what
Uh
be getting
oh.
me though.
Uh
This what be
oh.
getting me when people be gifting and they find out that you like something or you got a hobby. Then every occasion they always buy you that thing.
Right. Is that wrong?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Why?
One, let's look at it from this standpoint. It's my thing, so I probably have bought 100 of those things, and now you just adding to the pot of the hundreds of things that I already bought, which means you ain't putting no energy and effort into it. You just know that I like that one thing, so now you always buy me socks.
Belsa, see, you is so contradictory. You are so
I got 1,000 socks around the house. I'm into pledge, right?
Well, you know what, and that, but no, that's what I was about to say about so. I couldn't stand it as a child. It's the thought that counts. My aunt never cared. She worked for the San Diego Padres. I have never seen a game. I couldn't tell you no stats about that thing, and that's all I ever got. I could tell her till I was blue in the face. I do not want that for Christmas. Just send me clothes. Guess what she does? Oh, now it's a San Diego Padres shirt. Oh, why did you do that? And that's what I'm saying. Like when it came to me and my sister, we always got those kind of gifts because she got it for free at work.
I ain't gonna lie. When I went,
but now
when I went to college at Kennesaw State University, I mean, you know, they would give you like grants money. Everybody was always getting Kennesaw State University T-shirts, bears,
right.
They do that.
And that was so irritating. But no, then to find out, like when it came to my her other nieces and nephews, the ones that lived out in DC and stuff, oh, she got them whatever they wanted. If they want the latest Xbox, they got for some reason. And it was just like, you know what, Mama, don't even bring the box in the house when it gets delivered on Christmas. Okay, we already know what's in it.
So
we ended up stopping.
You still have them. You still have them clothes. Cause now you can put them on the internet and make some money off of them. But people want to buy them now.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Those was dropped out. So we got so sick of seeing it. Like no matter how much we told her we didn't like it. Like, okay, here was our thing. What was the point of asking us for a Christmas list to write down everything we wanted? You know what I'm saying? If you just gonna give us San Diego, like we ain't even gonna send you a list. You wasted my time, my stamp, my energy. You see what I'm saying? My mental energy for me to write you a list, and I don't get not one gift off that list that I asked for.
Then you're looking forward to it and I get it.
My daughter.
Yeah, so that's why I say, that is the thought that counts, not in every situation. Damn it!
You didn't think about shit, really.
Right.
What if she was have the ran out of money and this every year she get the same thing, or she thought she was promoting or motivating you by doing that? You know, maybe we should have had more conversation about like, hey, you know, why you keep buying this for us? Well, you know, what's going on? That, you know,
she did. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. First of all, wait. Hold on. First of all, you're asking me to do something that's humanly impossible. And that's for me to be in my aunt's mind at the time as a 13-year-old. And I voiced that to her plenty of times. So while that grown adult chose to ignore me at 13, I have no idea. That is not my job nor my place to be in her brain.
Or ask an adult at that point, right? You don't.
I'm sorry, Miss Lady. I didn't mean no harm for her, but she drunk up.
speak on. Don't beat.
But no,
Don't beat
that's
me
what I'm
up, man.
saying. But no, that's why I'm bringing
But
up a
it
certain,
must be. It
sir.
must.
If you were listening, I brought it up as a reason to say not every situation deserves the comment. It's the thought that counts. Some people out there genuinely don't care, so you can't constantly say it's the thought that counts.
Okay. Well, first of all, I didn't say that. Second of all, can you let me talk, please? If you don't want me to talk, I just be quiet. I remove myself because I do respect everybody on this panel right now. When people talk, I allow them to talk. Just like I just asked for the same thing. Please.
But you are putting way more into why I brought it up.
I'm gonna stop right now because I see where this finna go.
No, I mean,
I appreciate your thought, Miss Lady.
it wasn't my thought. She was just making a point
think
about
she,
the thought that doesn't count. You know,
Yep.
sometimes it doesn't
But,
always apply. It
Right,
doesn't always apply on
but
every
I'm just wanting.
situation. I got it.
Yeah, but I just want to express myself too. And if I can't express myself on a period, I mean,
But you
getting cut
can.
off and excuse me, sir. I'm just not that type of guy. But I appreciate you though.
I mean, I guess everybody everybody depending on what part of the country you're from, their tone and the way that they speak is gonna be different, right? So I'm a New Yorker, so I talk very loud and very passionately as well. Where somebody
Don't say rude.
and rude, fine, rude. I'm very fucking rude. Like, I say fuck a lot. I say fuck. Now, if you're from from the South somewhere, a woman that curses is like, whoa, it might sound disrespectful. So I think that's why we have to not hear what the tone or the words, and just let people just talk and just say what they gotta say. But I understand. But anyway, I gotta go to work soon. The question of the day was, and Vessel, did you answer the question of the day?
I don't know.
Work. So my word, but people just don't need. Okay, so work, effort to achieve a result. What are you working on, or are you working on anything?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I think everybody. Well, not everybody know. You know my businesses. I got two businesses that I've been starting an hour. So this is just a quick cap of my life. And it's gonna be short.
You better not
It's
be
gonna be
long
short.
with
Got to go to
it.
I
work.
walked away from my job. And after being there for 16 years, 6-figure job, the whole nine, to start my own. I stepped out on faith, and I started two businesses, and in 3 years, both of them are thriving. And so I'm constantly building and working toward that end goal.
Got it. And so, is it hard?
Absolutely, and it's scary.
And it's scary. Ooh, I like that too.
Yep, it's a
I like
challenge
that.
every day.
Right. So work can be scary and work can be hard. But if it's something that you enjoy doing, would you consider it hard? Is it worth it?
So it's not that part of it. I created two businesses that I love doing what I do. I enjoy my life, right? I got boat rides for entertainment, but I go out and because I like to fish and I like to go out on the water. I'm a water person, so people pay me to do what I love to do.
I love that.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I DJ and hold parties and host events. People pay me to entertain. I've been an entertainer all my life, so they pay me to entertain them. I control the vibe now. Instead of just being a part of the vibe, I am the vibe.
You are the vibe. That's absolutely right.
You better stop talking low like that, girl.
All right.
What's your name is, girl? What's up?
What's your name? What's your name?
That's
All
what
right. Thank you. Absolutely. You're silly. Absolutely. And I always it had to do with relationships, but then I was doing my quiet time this morning and I was thinking about about working hard for things. Like I don't want to work hard for anything. And I figured to me, if I enjoy it, doing it, to me it shouldn't be work.
That's right.
Right. So the work doesn't necessarily have to be a negative word, like, oh, time to make the donuts. Work doesn't always have that word working doesn't have to be always in a negative energy. It could be in a positive energy as well. Because you like you said, you it's hard work, but you enjoy doing it, so you don't mind that hard work.
Right.
If you're in a relationship with somebody that you like or compatible to it, it's gonna be hard work, but it's worth the work. Now, if I have to work with somebody that I don't like, then I can understand. Like if I go to a job that I can't stand, yeah, I'm not going to be happy doing that work because I can't stand the job or I can't stand that person. So it's good to be like to be anyway, it was a whole lot. You missed it. You know, I'll be up since 5 o'clock in the morning. Before I leave today, I do gotta go to work. Before I leave, right, T-Nique, I always like to end the day about being thankful. I think it's so hard. Like I always say, I think it's so hard to think about the negative that happened the day before, and it's or easy to think about the negative, and it's much harder to think about the positive. So every morning I do my quiet time. I always try to think about the day before. You missed it the other day, Vessel, because I was one of my things was I was thankful that you had called when I was upset. You had called me to check on me and to say if I was okay. So that was what I was thankful for yesterday's quiet time. So you missed it because you wasn't here, so you didn't get to give you that shout out. But I have to. So I thought about it. So I'm thankful for having a good live yesterday. I am thankful for the conversation that I had with that man that I met on the dating app, even though it was more like it was really like controversy because we were talking about religion, we were talking about marriage, we were talking about a lot of things, but it was a good conversation to have except for the basic interview questions of what do you like to eat, what do you like to do. We actually got into an actual conversation, so that I was so I'm thankful for that. And then I got a message about a man that he was actually attracted to me. And I didn't think that he was attracted to me. So I'm thankful for that. Because it always feels good to find out when somebody's attracted to you that you never thought it was paying attention to you. And then you find out they were paying attention to you. So I was thankful for that too. That's only the little things that make me happy. Anyway, Chef, tell me something that happened yesterday that you're thankful for. Hey, Chef. Are you still with me, Chef? You might have fallen asleep. I can't stay on people before. Did you fall asleep, Chef? Hello? All right. Well, wait. T-Nique, go ahead. Tell me something you were thankful for.
My son bought me some flowers yesterday. So you know I love flowers, so he unexpectedly bought them, you know.
I love that, ain't you?
Yeah. And he
Congratulations.
called me from the grocery store and asked me if I need anything, you know, that kind of stuff. I like stuff like that. You know, like I said, my love language is acts of service. I love little stuff like that. So yeah. Cool. Because I was having a bad day yesterday, so and he didn't know it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part about parenting sons is that you can raise them in the way that you want them to be.
Right. He bought me all my little favorite snacks from Kroger and a nice bouquet of flowers. So I was happy to go downstairs and see it on my kitchen counter.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Good job, Mom, because they wouldn't be that way unless you raise them to be that way. I mean, honestly, that was one of my goals. I was like, I'm raising you to be men that are not like these men out there.
Oh, yeah. I teach my son to be chivalrous to their women, too. So, yeah, I said you treat
and my boys are definitely very chivalrous.
Your mama. I believe in that. So, yeah.
I believe that, too. My mother told me that, and I never believed it, but the way that a man treats his mother is how he's going to be treating you. Yeah. And I believe that, too. I believe that, too. And it has not failed me yet. Okay. Love, you still here? Lux?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Tell me something that happened yesterday that you're thankful for.
Tell you something that happened yesterday that what?
What you're thankful for? Something good that happened yesterday. I know you could think of something good that happened yesterday. Besides waking up.
I don't really know.
You want me to get back to you?
Yeah, let me think about that.
Okay. Nette, tell me that you better have something that you're thankful for yesterday.
That God gave me strength enough to take these fucking micro braids out my damn hair.
I love
what
it because
Whew, girl, it was like 6,000 of them motherfuckers on her. I was like, oh my God. But I'm also thankful. I had took a nap yesterday and my daughter, she came and she woke me up and she was like, Mom, guess what? I was like, what? She said, you know that lemon pepper chicken you like? I said, what about it? She said, I brought you some with your favorite drink.
Aww. I love that. Oh, good. I love that. See, like I said, it's so easy to think about the negative, but I mean, it's so hard to think. it's so easy to think about the negative, but it's so hard to you have to really like kind of pull out because it's unfortunately it's not as like not everything is like this big. Oh, I won the lotto and I won $1 million. You know, I wish every day was like that, but unfortunately, not the positive is not always good all the time. So I'm glad, and those you're taking out braids and especially the micro ones. That's not an easy task. So I can understand why you're thankful that you got the energy to do that. That's a lot. Vessel, you there?
I never put that in my shit. Never.
It is. It is very tedious and tiny. Well, that's great, Bird. I was. Vessel, go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell me something that's what you're thankful for.
So I got three things I think.
Okay. I love that. Go ahead.
The first thing is I didn't. I woke up yesterday, and all day long I worked. I had a great productive day, and I didn't get a headache not one single time. Fucking thankful for that shit.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. I don't know why I keep getting headaches. I gotta figure that out.
Allergy?
I'm thankful that my sister called me and she needed me to send her some money to pay for her tires and her brakes. And I had the money to actually send it to her without hesitation or even thinking about it or whether or not I had the
I
money. I
love
just
that.
said, yeah, I got it. Right, here you go.
Right.
So the ability to produce,
I love that.
I was thankful for that. Oh, well, she gonna pay me back though, goddamn
I
it.
mean, you
So
shouldn't give if you're expecting a return vessel.
I didn't. She said borrow. She asked me to borrow until she got paid. No problem.
That's so damn crazy.
And then I know Rob. And then I only got
Also,
one.
because you was in that sun and you got yourself a sunburn.
Oh, and you know I got a whole strip on my head where the skin peeled, and that's you know what you talk that shit. I saw you, Rob.
I didn't talk to the assistants. The sun, like we were talking about earlier, about how the sun, we have to nurture our environment, and we have not been nurturing our environment. And that sun, it ain't no joke no more. You should have seen it. If you put this camera on, his nose was so red. He looked like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
And I'm black.
Yeah. So I knew that sun affected you real bad. So I knew you were going to be peeling, and that might be the cause of the headache too.
Right.
Vessel,
And
your
then the
blood
last
vessel.
thing that I'm grateful for, and this gonna sound like an oxymoron, but the last thing I'm
Oh,
grateful,
Lord. Oh,
I
shoot,
only
later.
got one negative phone call yesterday from somebody that just shouldn't have called me with the bullshit. But yet it was only one person. And normally it's always 4 or 5 calls with that just bullshit. You know how people just be bullshit, just messy
You're
and bullshit.
grateful that only one person compared to 10. That's kind of fucked up. But I
Right,
get it.
that's what I said. It's kind of
Get it.
fucked up, but I was kind of
No,
grateful
you're
because
grateful that it's
it would
just
have been.
one. I like that though, because you know what? You're
Yeah,
still able to see the positive and the negative. Come on in.
right. And it could have been a lot worse, and so it was
Okay.
just one. So yesterday was a good day.
I love it. I'm glad. And today's gonna be even better day.
I'm turning my phone off so I don't get no bullshit ass
Well,
call.
try not to
Vesta,
shake my boots
Vesta,
that
I'm
much
gonna
because I feel like it's
inbox you a
gonna.
negative comment. Yeah, how
Okay.
about that?
You gonna inbox me? What?
I'm gonna inbox you something negative then, okay?
Okay.
I'm just messing with you.
All right, Juicy, you ready for me?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Nobody disturbed my peace, not at all. Not knocking on my door, not calling my phone. Yeah, like Bill, I did not get nobody's drama. Yeah, I even slept. Like I woke up, had breakfast. It was so peaceful and quiet. I took me a nap at 2 o'clock with no care,
I
cause
get it.
nobody bothered me.
I understand that. Like, Russell, one day you will get to the point where nobody bothers you. At least you're breaking it down bit by bit, and you'll get to be like Juicy, where nobody bothers you, because it's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Peace, it's peace. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm
I
glad.
think that look, I think they're starting to get the message. Like, don't call me, I'll call you.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and eventually, and again, that's something that you have to work on, right? It's not something that you have to work that happens overnight. You have to work on that for them to have that understanding. Like, I'll call you when I'm ready. Thank you, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
But whether you came up here, I can just imagine. I don't even know, but I could just imagine what's gonna come out your mouth. But whether you did,
Well, good morning to the beautiful ladies. If I spoke to the beautiful
Hey,
ladies,
you keep
observing
on
live,
interrupting
jumping as you
me.
were.
But
Huh?
No,
Here
I gotta
come,
be keep. I
here
keep on
What's
come
up,
interrupting.
sir?
I feel like
Uncle
it's gonna like. I feel like my
Bernie.
teeth are gonna
You
pop
said
out of my.
what am I
Oh yes.
what am
What
I
are you
thankful
thankful
for?
for? Tell me something that happened yesterday besides you waking up.
Mhm.
Here
That,
come
that
Uncle Bernie.
I know that's what I'm saying. I don't even know
Well,
why I'm asking him because I could just
look,
imagine what he's gonna answer. So tell me something that
I
happened
call
yesterday that you're thankful for.
I call it the make a wish situation. So like I get to come on TikTok every day and look at you ladies and go on your DMs and make a wish that maybe you would show up in my hotel room, but it never happens. But I still make the wish. So I'm thankful to be able to come
Same.
on TikTok every day to see you ladies and see your DM and see your postings
But
and
you
go and
do
look at
that
y'all doing
every
y'all.
day. Can you be some more specific? Can you be more specific of something that happened yesterday that you're
Yes, okay,
thankful
yes, ma'am,
for?
yes, ma'am. I saw one of your posts, Miss Adrian. I went to your looked at the rest of your postings. I was making a wish that you would just show up in my hotel room, but it didn't happen yesterday, and I'm making that wish today too.
You know, but that's not. Why you don't understand
Uncle
question?
Bernie ain't gonna never do that.
Oh, okay. What is okay? What's the question? What
Tell
am I
me
thankful
something
for?
that happened
Be
to you
serious one
yesterday that
time.
you thankful for.
Okay. I'm thankful for the opportunity I had with a Colombian trick yesterday.
Lord have mercy. He
I
ain't gonna
knew it. It's always got something to do with a
Always,
woman.
always.
Yeah,
And,
you want me to
and,
be thankful?
and,
Hold up.
and
Would
But
you want me
that
to be
was an
thankful for?
sexual.
opportunity,
Hey,
not
hey,
because something actually happened. Like, can you?
I haven't had an opportunity with a man yet. You want me to come on and say I'm thankful for having an opportunity with a man? I mean,
Oh no. Oh
hell
man.
see how
nah.
that sound? It's got to be a woman. I mean,
No, no, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna start calling you Uncle Can't Get Right. No, forget Uncle Bernie. You Uncle Can't Get Right.
I mean, like something that
Cause you
actually
can't get
happened.
right
Like
at
you,
all.
and I gotta go to work. But I mean, but I'm gonna challenge you for this because all yours is like hypothetical situations. But what actually happened that I'm so like that had to
okay,
be like something that actually happened, not what you thought wanted to happen or could have happened.
Bernie,
So actually,
keep it clean.
So
Keep it
actually, happening is I'm thankful that I'm able to get up and get in and out of vehicles. I'm able to walk. I'm able to stand up once I get out of vehicles. Like I have to use a
I get it.
walker or I'm not using a cane yet, but I know it's coming. But I think I can get up and stand on my own mobility right now. I'm thankful for that, my mobility.
I get it. I want
Thank
you
you,
to
Uncle Bernie, for
thank
being
you.
good. Thank you.
Thank you. I know that pulled a lot out of you to do because it still wasn't what I was really asking for, but at least it's something that actually happened. Because every day we're thankful for waking up in the morning, right? So that's easy to think about. Oh, I could waking up and I could move, but I appreciate you for doing that, being serious, not being all funny and clownish like you always
Mm-hmm.
are. All right, Solid. Hey, Solid Soul. Hey, beautiful. You know you in the box. Hey, pretty brown eyes. Yeah, I don't think she knows she in the box. I'm gonna let you down politely, baby. Okay. All right, so everybody, good morning, good morning. I have to go to work. I have to sign into work. I work from home today, thank goodness. I don't, but I'll be in the office all the rest of the week. I might stand out, and I'm going out Friday. I got plans. So anyway, I will see you around in these TikTok streets. Best, I did see you last night. Was it last night you were DJing or the night before?
Night for last.
That's what you was into it. You was definitely into it. I was just like, look at him getting down. So I appreciate you guys joining us. Oh, and Chef, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Lux, thank you so much for your sweet, beautiful voice coming and sharing with us as
Not a
well.
problem.
Oh, did you get out the bed yet?
No, I got 6 more minutes.
You got this. What about the baby? What about baby boy?
He's still asleep.
He's still sleeping. Oh, man. I love a baby cuddling.
Hey, if any of y'all go live and y'all need a DJ to come hype your live up, hit me up. Hit me up. It's part of what I do
Are
with
you
my entertainment.
charging?
I would love to charge, but I definitely take tips.
Okay. I love it. Well, I mean, if anything, if you're in a box, you should be able to ride the box, right? Ooh.
Okay.
That's what she said, and that's what he said.
You want to ride that box, baby. Sorry, Messi. T-Nique, it is time for you to go to bed, baby girl. I'm glad that I was able to occupy your time and keep you up while you get your rest of your day started, Nette. I'm hugging you, Nette, and I'm glad I'm just your internet friend, so you don't have to try to get rid of me. But I understand. Vessel, Crystal, Callie, everybody that's in the chat, thank you so much for tapping the screen. If y'all could just tap it, I don't think you could tap it to 5K, but I don't give a shit after that. Hey, Soul Snatcher. Poetic, it's always a pleasure. Vessel, thank you for always giving me a laugh. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining the team, joining the panel, joining the live, gifting, doing all that other great good stuff. Y'all have a great day on purpose, and be safe on these TikTok streets. Bye.
Bye.